Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth, the truth. Telling you, yeah, the truth, the truth. You have to go back to the roots, the roots. Go to the roots, to the roots. Yeah, man, you know, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, you know, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I'm your host, Afridamus. Welcome to today's show, Sunday. You guys know we have to come here and deliver the sermon of the times. I want to welcome all of you. Hello, St. James, and all the other people that I didn't mention, those of you that are coming in. But make sure you like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because as I can see, people, most of you, you keep coming in, you're hiding in the corner, you know, you're basing it off of if you like it or not, but it's not about that. It's about the information that is being disseminated through this microphone to you. Because you see, when you are in the business of giving information, don't look at the messenger. Look at what information is being put out there. Because sometimes that message that you hate to hear so much could save your life or save somebody else's life. As they say, medication is not always delicious. It can be bitter, but it would cure the body, rid it of bacteria and viruses or whatever ailment people are going through. But today I want to talk about two-part series. I'm going to talk about the Biden-Harris immigration policy, and I'm going to talk about sex tourism in Uganda. And eventually I'll allow people to call in. I want to hear from the audience. But like I said, the Afridamus channel is about laying out the truth. Because as you know, the truth shall set us free. I'm going to get into the first part of it, which is the Biden-Harris immigration policy. Ladies and gentlemen, this here, I'm going to speak in the voice of an American citizen. I am not for illegal immigration. I am not for open border for whoever. So this is why during the elections, I listened to both sides, listened to their policies. The one side was promoting what? Free stuff, racial tension, when in fact, because if they talk about racism, these very people, Harris and Biden, if you believe in racism, which I believe it's hatred, you know, where you hate the person based on their skin color. They made a word for it, but you know, there is something living within the individual to base their hatred for certain group of people. But before elections, they exploited the pain, you know, the plight and the complaints of especially Black people in this country, to get Black people and other groups of people to hate our real president, Donald J. Trump. They said Trump was racist. Trump hates people. When he was building that big, beautiful wall in the southern border, they caused you to hate all that. When in reality, it is to protect the home that you are in, which is America. Biden and Harris told you, me, and everybody that Trump is a racist. Kamala Harris herself, during the presidential debate, she stood there and said that Biden is racist. Right then and there, you could know she was hijacking, you know, the past pain of Black Americans. She didn't go through that. She did not go through that. But they know once they use that R word, you bring Black people to your side. Just by you simply talking about it, they will support you. But now you're going to see you as a Black person or whoever, as an American, you thought you were supporting things that going to be in your favor, right? You voted people in that you voted them in based on skin color. They look like you. So you made up in your head that these people are going to be there for you. These people will represent your interests. But when they got in, the first thing they did, because they were talking about, they even played around with the words of reparation. You don't hear that word anymore. They hailed up George Floyd as the murder for Black people. I was telling people that this is all fake. This is all baloney. But another interesting thing they talked about was the open border policy. Remember, I told you Donald Trump was building the big, beautiful wall in the South to protect America from illegals coming in. You have people like AOC Ocasio-Cortez from New York. They're pretending to cry. They said Donald Trump is putting children in cages. They are separating children from their parents. You have people like Ilhan Omar, who herself is, she came to this country as a child, as a Somali refugee. Talib, you have Talib, who is a Palestinian Arab. They all cried racism just to try to identify, to pretend to identify with Black people. And Black people went for it. You have the Congressional Black Caucus, Maxine Waters, Sheila Jackson Lee, to name a few. They stood in the pulpits to tell Black people that if you vote for Donald Trump is going to put Black people in slavery. But while on stage, Biden sent a message. I don't know if people were listening, but I was listening carefully. He sent a message to South Americans, other people. He said he would tear down that wall and he would allow illegals to come into this country. And the illegals heard this message. Once they, quote unquote, took over, he did just that. And there was influx of illegals coming in. And they started making excuses of all sorts. They're like, oh, these people are facing, crimes in their country. They need asylum. You have just the other day, you have the Congressional Black Caucus. You would think they are called the Congressional Black Caucus, meaning they are there to represent the interests of mostly Black people because they came from Black constituencies, and it is that Black group that sent them there to represent their interests. But that's not what happened. They helped signed the DACA bill, meaning the illegals that came into this country with their children, who, by the way, are not US citizens, they are illegal here, they are signing into law so that those people can become citizens. So everything they are proposing is not in the interest of Black people, much more American citizens. Everything is catered to what would help them. That's what everything is catered towards. They talk about the voter ID bill. They want to piss off Black people and say, oh, if you ask people to use ID for voting, that's racist, because they say Black people don't know how to get ID. We all know that's an insult. Even the person saying that tells you their idea about Black people. And this is who the president of the United States, quote unquote, is, Joe Biden. So they were taking all types of steps to provide accommodation. Even if you dare speak about the illegals coming in, they call you a racist. The white people that are saying that, oh, we don't want these people invading our country, they call them racist. And these people, by the way, they are exempt from, you guys know the C-19 protocols. They are telling the rest of the citizens, us here, they are like, you need to put on 2 masks, you need vaccine ID and all this stuff. But you can just easily walk through that border. No problem, right? That's what you thought. I'm about to play a clip here for you to hear for yourself the sentiment about these illegals, and pay attention to the words that you're not going to hear. And when the color of the illegal changes, check, just pay attention and see what the words are. Because if you look at it, right, they are loading up planes with Afghan, quote unquote, refugees, bringing them into America. And where do you think these people are going to end up? In Black neighborhoods. They are trying to replace Black people. So you have voted people in that want you out. They are trying to increase that voting bloc to take power away from Black people in this country. But Black people are not seeing this. They think, oh, Donald Trump is the enemy. Oh, the people that are standing against this, those are the enemies. No. They want you to embrace, illegals coming through the border from completely different culture, from these Hispanic speaking countries. You tell me, how is that in your interest, people? That is not in your interest. So us, the American people that are standing against this, we do not hate. We do not hate people immigrating to this great country. We just want them to do it the right way. Come through the front door. How hard is that? How hard is that? But when you say that, they would say you are a hater. Some of you are probably going to say, oh, didn't you immigrate to America? Yes, I did. But I came through the front door. Through the front door. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to blow your mind. Because when these people are coming, they are welcoming them. Did you know they are busing them, distributing them around America? And the government is, like the news media, all of them, they are in cahoots. They are mute about this. They are bringing Afghans into military bases. They are distributing them. And hey, this is going to make you happy, right? Each of those people, thousands of them, they bring them in. They're giving them free housing. And they don't even have to take the C-19, I don't have to say the thing. They don't have to take, the C-19 juice. They don't have to do that. But they are telling you, if you don't do it, you are a terrible human being. And each of them, they are giving them what? Over $2,000. These people have never even paid taxes in this country. But how long have you as a black person, whose great grandparents were brought into this country here and serve in this country, you talk about reparation, they tell you to go sit down. How do you feel about helping people that turn against you? That is the Biden government, people. That is the Biden government to you. And Kamala, you guys know Kamala Harris, the quote-unquote vice president. When she first went to the Senate, you can go find that newspaper. I talked about that here. She represented herself as the first Indian to be elected into the US Senate. But when it was convenient, she became black. And you bought it. You accepted it. You're like, yeah, she is black. This is why I keep telling people, listen to when people talk. Sometimes, the individual, you might not like what they are saying, but it doesn't mean what they are saying is not true. It doesn't mean that. Just because you don't like what the person is saying doesn't mean the person hates you. You see? But I'm about to play this tape for you because, like I said, all these people I named, including the Congressional Black Caucus, they supported this DACA program, which is a path to citizenship for over, quote unquote, millions, like some say 11 million, but who knows how many, because there's more people that kept coming within the short period of time. Do you know how many people came through the border? The news is not telling you. The southern border is packed with people coming in, and they are busing them in. The border patrol, their hands are tied. They are not allowed to stop these people. They have to bring them in. And that's what they've been doing. But let me play a clip from months ago, how the news, MSNBC, how they are reporting this and what the sentiment is. Because the Biden administration is saying, let's accommodate these people. They can, it's compassion. We have to send them back. By the way, he's the one that sent them the message to come to America. But you want to help other people come to America. But what about the American citizens that need help? Black people have been crying about, reparations forever. But they are like, oh, we don't have money to give reparation to black people. But you're going to bring Afghans, you're going to bring people from Honduras, Guatemala, you name it. But the thing is, they said you can come. They welcome them to come here. When Donald Trump, the real Donald Trump, was in charge, people, you can clearly see he put a complete stop to that. This wasn't a problem, but I'll just play this.
As it apprehended more than 188,000 migrants crossing the southern border in June. NBC.
Remember that number, 188,000, not just 188, 188,000. Make sure you remember this number.
Correspondent Julia Ainsley joins us now with more. Julia, thanks for getting up really quickly on this breaking news. How does this compare to May and what's going on?
Well, it's up from May. It's up about 10%, and the number of families is up 25%. So what we're seeing here is a 21-year high. The last time the numbers were higher than this was in March of 2000, when there were over 220,000 immigrants stopped at the border. This is unusual because usually what you'll see is a downturn in immigration when the temperatures get really hot at the border. Usually May is about the peak, and then when you're talking about crossing the border as the temperatures surge above 100, there's simply fewer people, especially children, who are willing to make that journey. But it shows that there are still many children desperate enough, fleeing conditions of violence, poverty, a lot of that inflicted by the COVID-19 pandemic, that they want to risk their chances and come to the United States. Another reason these numbers are significant is because there have been many reports that the Biden administration is considering ending their COVID-19 restrictions that have been put in place that has expelled many of those immigrants who are attempting to cross the border before they're allowed to make an asylum claim. If they lift that, more immigrants will be able to stay in the United States while they pursue those claims. And border officials that I've spoken to say that they worry once those restrictions are lifted, they will see even more immigrants trying to come into the United States. And they don't want that to be pushed past the limits of the Border Patrol. Of course, immigration advocates would say those people deserve the right to come in and have their day in court.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that, right? They are willing to change, push their COVID-19 restrictions. Immigration, quote unquote, activists are coming out saying these people have the right to have their day in court, right? It's about human rights. We love everybody. But now, let's hear if that's what's the same language. The same language would be used when the color of the immigrants change. Because they said these people are fleeing violence and poverty. But Haiti people, we all know Haiti is poverty ridden. Haiti has been going through it. They just had an earthquake. If anyone has a case for poverty, right, to file for asylum, it would be them. But let's watch this clip and see if the same language is what is going to be used for the Haitians that are trapped under the bridge at the Rio Grande down there in Texas, in the hot, blistering Texas sun. Let's hear if you're going to the same language used here, because these people, they said, keep them here. Let's try to help them out. Now let's go to the Haitians, because the Haitians that are coming, there is less of them than the Hispanics. And in fact, let me just let you hear this for yourself.
Mission on the Texas border. A group of migrants, most from Haiti, spilling onto the shoreline beneath a border bridge. Thousands of men, women, and children waiting days in triple-digit heat for their chance to claim asylum. Late Saturday, Border Patrol, National Guard, and Texas state troopers descending on the scene to try and slow down the surge.
We need the administration to call this what it is. This is a crisis.
The Department of Homeland Security sending 400 additional Border Patrol agents and resuming deportation flights to Haiti within the next 48 hours, adding our borders are not open.
Did you guys hear that? So when it was Hispanics, right? Oh, they didn't have enough border patrols. Oh, you cannot send them back because it's violence there. But I'll let you continue to hear this. Did you guys see? They said they need to be deported. Not next week, not tomorrow, not the day after, within 48 hours. So before, so these other illegals, They can come in, no problem. You can go all the way to Afghanistan and bring them, even help them come here and give them money. But the moment the color of the immigrant changed, this is what your Congressional Black Caucus is fighting for. So you're going to hear in this conversation, you're not going to hear the activists, vouching for them. Nobody is vouching for the Haitians. The moment the color changed, like I said, they're from Haiti, it became a crisis. Before there was no crisis, but now all of a sudden it's crisis.
And people should not make the dangerous journey. Yet so many already have. DHS saying till recently, thousands lived in South America. This Haitian man sharing he paid 5,000 pesos for help reaching the Texas border. Across the river, the city of Del Rio already struggling. The bridge closure cutting off millions in cross-border business.
We're just a little town. We're not equipped to humanitarily take care of these people.
Authorities say some migrants will be taken to U.S. processing centers, ones where staff aren't already overwhelmed. Others flown back to Haiti, where the island nation is still reeling from a 7.2 magnitude earthquake barely a month ago. Until then, a real-time test for U.S. authorities after the White House dismantled policies from the Trump administration that required asylum seekers to remain in Mexico while waiting for their day in court.
Every Border Patrol agent I talked to said this is at a tipping point for our security, our capacity.
And this morning, the mayor of Del Rio tells me that complicating this issue is the fact that Ciudad Acuña, the city just across this bridge in Mexico, has not been as cooperative as they would have liked in slowing down the flow of those buses carrying migrants. The message from authorities on this side of the river today, the border is closed. Don't make that journey north. Willie?
Morgan Chesky in Del Rio, Texas for us. Morgan, thanks so much.
Did you guys see that? Again, I'm saying I'm not an advocate for open border illegal migration, but let's call a spade a spade. So between May and June, this is like within 1 month, you have over 100,000 coming from Mexico, Guatemala, let's say the white Hispanic countries. It's humanitarian crisis. There is crimes, there's poverty where they come from. So are they saying there's no poverty in Haiti? There's no crime there? So not all illegal immigrants are created equal. And everybody is mute about this. The moment the Haitians came, they said the border is closed, do not come. And they did not even wait. I'm telling you, all of a sudden they could find planes, buses to put the Haitians in back to Port-au-Prince. They didn't even waste any time. Where's people like Ilhan Omar, who didn't even used to waste time to talk about, how, these Hispanic immigrants are being mistreated, how inhumane it is. Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, these people going to the border pretending to cry. You have members of the Congressional Black Caucus, like I said, pretending to cry. So it is compassion, right? It is compassion until the Haitians showed up. Now, all of a sudden, the compassion ran out. They did not waste time. Did you guys hear this? 48 hours. 48 hours. Biden did not hesitate to approve for all of them to get sent back to where they came from. You're not hearing any voices. In fact, what they did was they closed the airspace because there was a drone taking pictures of this. Now, all of a sudden, that is a no-no. They closed the airspace. No, they didn't waste any time. I'm just pointing this out. I want people to see this. I want America to see this. I want the world to see this. All these things these people are talking about, racism, blah, 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 it's all BS. It's all BS. They want you to support abortion and all that. That's right, St. James. Yeah, where's Obama? Where's Clinton's? Where's all these people that were talking about they have so much compassion? Where are all those people? They are quiet. They are nowhere to be seen. So, and I know I've known some Haitians who are here, they're Americans, who themselves, they are, even if you dare speak Donald Trump's name, they get upset. Everybody say, oh, he's the racist. We support Biden. So much for that, right? Now you are seeing it right in front of you. Everything they were saying about Trump is all projections. It's all projection. They were telling you who they are, but they were trying to put it on Trump. They're the ones that differentiate people through skin colors, as you can see. How is it different? If like these Haitians that came, it's like about 13,000 of them versus over hundreds of thousands of these other immigrants, illegal immigrants coming from the Latin countries, the ones they are bringing from Afghanistan. They are going there themselves to bring these people into this country illegally. The other people, they made excuses for them. They say, oh, it's crime and poverty there. There's no crime and poverty in Haiti. Haiti is suffering more than these places, but that's not what it's about. These people are the real racists. You should see this. People like AOC that come out, talking about, they are locking up people in the border and all that. Where are they now? Like Tunaja is asking, where's Roland Martin, Van Jones? They are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. As far as they are concerned, nothing to be seen here. There's nothing to be seen here. So this is why you have to know. Like when I see these people talking, I laugh. I laugh because I know it's all fake outrage. This is why when I speak of the American interest, people get mad. They want to base it off of skin color. But I'm just telling you, the people that you're voting in, they're the ones telling you about skin color, about problem. Like Biden was talking about, quote unquote, systemic racism. The man was in government for 50 years. If there's any sort of systemic racism, don't you think you should be asking him who's perpetrating that? Hey, you were in the government this whole time. If there's systemic racism, who are the people putting that in place? Who's putting that in place? How come he didn't talk about that until he wanted to be president? That's why you have to go dig and find out who these people truly are. Seriously. The Haitians, yeah, they're getting flown out, people. May God help them. But as far as Biden, Kamala, Obama, all these quote unquote, black power people, they are nowhere to be found. Al Sharpton, you name them. The list goes on and on and on. none of them are anywhere to be found. So when they come back next time they come to you telling you about this quote unquote racism, tell them it doesn't exist and see what they say. They know the truth, but they're playing games with your mind. They are playing with your mind. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Just as I planned, a little over 30 minutes. And then I'm going to segue into our next topic here, which is sex tourism in Uganda. We're going to talk about that because this is it's been a topic that has been circulating around. I saw a video that African Reacts made. I'm going to play the video here. Before I start, I'm going to play this video, but what I'll do is, before I give my 2 cents on this video, I will allow some callers to come in so that we talk about it, and then I will continue, like I will drop off the callers and give my take on the video. But before I get into that, it's Sunday. I have to play the Pan-Africanist church music, but today is a different one since it's about sex tourism. I don't want to dirty up the heroes with that. Here we go. All right. That is the sex tourism music that I put together. So, ladies and gentlemen, this topic has been something that has been circulating around. And for some reason, Uganda's name came up. And I saw African React made a video about, a popular YouTuber that we all know, O'Shea Duke Jackson, and he was labeled as a sex tourist. I'm going to play the video that was made. In fact, in the beginning, they used a clip of my show where I took in calls. Like I said, I'm not going to give my 2 cents yet. I'm going to play the clip, and then I'll drop the link and have people call in, and then we will go from there. Welcome to the show, Nico. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Uganda.
Oh, thank you for calling, Mr. Nico.
So we natives were always in problems. We are always,
So when you see the video, of this man going around taking videos of Ugandan women's behind and putting it online. How does that make you feel?
Actually, let me be frank with you. We have a guy from America called O'Shea. I think
Yeah.
you know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know O'Shea.
Yeah, he has two. Actually, I think he has more than 3 channels or 2 channels. There's one where he does sex trafficking. He tells the other people from other countries that our girls are cheap. You buy them $20, you sleep on them. You can have any girl you want in Uganda if you have money because they are cheap. So he's selling our girls where he came from or to his friends so cheaply.
But they want you to stand up. No, don't push her.
I'm going to laugh at you, right?
They're not laughing. Sit down. Skinny as she is, I wasn't expecting that donkey booty. So you and me are going to help recruit Ugandan girls for black dudes in America. That means that we are going to create, like, we're going to hook Ugandan women, pretty ones like you, up with guys in America.
Wow.
Yeah, and people don't know that this is happening because he shares the link. I think he makes the video and then shares the link to those people who are always on the channel. But if you don't know the channel, you cannot know what is taking place.
That's but
Yes.
but what's the thing with Uganda? All right. Okay, I'll just let it play for a bit, Like, just be open, I'm not giving my perspective yet. Like I said, we will get into the deep conversation, and we're going to have real honest conversation here. We'll get into real conversation here. And, like, okay, in Uganda, is it a crime for people to do this, or you're just free to do it? Remember, people, the questions that I'm asking here, okay? Remember the questions I'm asking, because if you remember, my original question, my topic was about Romy. So when I hope, Nico, if you're here, I want you to, hit that link and, call in. But I want you guys to remember this conversation here.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's Afghan Reacts here, and today I'm here to show you the alleged sex tourist O'Shea Duck Jackson. I'm here to show you the content that people have sent me, and it's for you to decide if you're Ugandan after this video, if you still follow this guy. I don't know what's wrong with you, even if you're any African. So I'm just here to show the content.
They're all USA people. America. You want to go to America, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why do you want to go to America?
So this guy's going to Uganda and lying to the women or girls and telling them he's gonna take them to America in order to get with them. And you know what I mean by get with them. But let's continue.
All right, see, here's the thing though, right? I didn't know y'all was really interested in that. Because most of the dudes was interested in the Brazil shit.
People, I have the link in there. You can hit the link. I want to hear, I want to hear what you people have to say before I get into my analysis of what I'm saying. Okay?
Y'all was more interested in the stuff
because if you guys can see, The female booty, the curvaceous women, is part of Uganda's tourist attraction. I want you to, remember that. And also, I ask about legalities of things. Remember all these things. Don't base it off of emotions. Let's face reality.
So Brazil, niggas was more interested in Brazil, more interested in Dominican Republic. I didn't know y'all was interested in the African women like that, man. One time.
Okay, I have my first caller here. Niger, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I don't think I've been on your show before, so it's all good.
Right.
It's funny, today it looks like we are on the same side on all the points, which is not often, I would say. That Haitian one, I just feel like I need to address it. What I saw there was a total disgrace.
Yeah.
And I think we have to face the fact that the way they are treating our people is just, we have to stop accepting these things. Because let's face it, white people have free movement. They can go anywhere. They will use the word visa here. No, they have free movement. It's only us. They feel sorry for Afghans. They feel sorry for Kosovans. But when it comes to us, there's always iron fist. And this is not the first time it's happened. It's been happening before now. You remember the Haitians had that earthquake?
Right.
How many of them did they even elect into the US, even with that kind of earthquake?
When it comes to Haitians, there is no compassion, even though these very Biden people, that's what they were preaching. So, there is no compassion, just like you saw in the clip. From the other side, you have people from Latin America and other places that are just coming in with no problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you know that many of them, when in the end, in the US Census, some of them, they will even be marked as white people. That not all North America is white. All Middle East is white. It's us. It's us they keep focusing on. And our people, we really need to get our head together and realize that these people literally are ganging up with everybody against us. Really?
Yeah.
Where is the Black Caucus? We have 3 Senate members that without them, Biden can't pass anything. And yet, these people are silent.
Well, the question is who are they working for and who are they representing?
That is the sad thing. And this is kind of stuff that gives me serious trust issues. Because when I look at the way our community operates, it's really scary. That we are many, we are everywhere, but it's like we are nowhere.
Yeah.
This cannot happen to Asians. This cannot just happen to Mexicans like that.
Well, you've seen the ones that the first clip I played, that's mostly Mexicans, and you have even the Black Caucus speaking on their behalf.
It's crazy. Yeah, they will go and start fighting immigration laws. They talk about sanctuary cities and everything else for Mexicans.
Absolutely.
When it comes to Asians, oh no, they are complete. And the worst of it, they are missing. You rarely hear anything from them. The Haitian president died. You rarely hear anything from them.
Maybe they killed
silent.
them. Maybe they killed them. Who knows?
It's just sad. And our people, we really need to start looking at it, because this thing is really weird. We are everywhere, and it's as if we are nowhere.
This is true. You're right about that too, Niger. Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Let me swiftly move on to O'Shea Jackson, because I don't want to hog the mic so that other people can come on. This one, you see, it has to be established that he was doing it specifically for sex tourism. Because when you say hookup is one thing. It could be like they are trying to build, like all these dating sites now, where you have them, they hook up with people and they say, okay, there's a chance that they could settle down together, get married. He had a term that he used, if you're going to get married, or you want to go to America or something like that, things like that. So it's not, sex tourism is, a pimp, sex, pay, and that's it. But this one could evolve more than that. So if it is established that it's for sex tourism, that's terrible. For him to do that, it's sacrilegious. So, but if it's not sex tourism, it's talking about hooking people up and seeing whether it works out, then we have to look at it that it's slightly different.
Yeah, you're right, but we have to look at the legalities and all. But I'll get into all that. Thanks for calling to Niger.
A Ghanaian released a Nigerian released a music, and they call it Ghana Bounce. He was talking about Ghana women's backsides.
Yeah.
So our people do this, so it shouldn't be surprising, okay?
Right.
All right then. Thanks
you.
for having me. Thanks for having me.
Uh-huh. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, Nico, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How is my sound?
Your sound is great. Thank you for calling in again. So
yes.
So you remember the other show you were on, right? We had a conversation, and you were talking about O'Shea.
Yes.
Okay. So this video here that we're seeing, let me play a couple of it a little bit.
For the okra juice form and Jiffy cornbread fun, but I'll definitely do it. I'll create I'll stay a little longer and create it for y'all. If y'all want me to create something like that for that, I will definitely do it. Now, you in comparison to most girls, do you think that your ass is small, or like other girls are just like much bigger?
They're much bigger.
Okay, so you heard this girl, right? And O'Shea. So it looks like they are having, regular conversation. It wasn't like the other one where Romy was going, like he was taking videos. Seems like those women are not participating in it. But now seeing this video, right? And we all see that this woman is not a child. She's a grown woman, and she's freely participating in this. It's not like O'Shea is doing it behind her back. It's like two adults, doing whatever. So is this what he's doing here? Is this illegal in Uganda?
Actually, let me start with a comment I read. I saw someone supporting what O'Shea is doing, and I was
just ignore the comment sections. People are gonna say what they want, but you like, talk to me. Let's have conversation.
Okay, what O'Shea is doing is so wrong, and actually we need him to be arrested for what he's doing in Uganda. This is so wrong.
But the question is, wait, that's not what I'm asking. What O'Shea is doing, is this illegal in Uganda?
Yes, it is illegal.
It's illegal? Yes. Like even sex tourism, is it illegal in Uganda?
It's illegal.
Okay.
If it was not illegal, then he would make the videos public so that everyone can watch them. If it was not.
Well, all right. I'm glad you came here, because in Uganda, sex tourism is not illegal. In fact, Uganda's government, the tourism industry, promotes this. They actually, to show the asses of Ugandan women, is part of it's called tourist attraction. So here, let me show you the proof here.
Honorable Godfrey Chwanda, State Minister for Tourism, has officially launched the Miss Cave Uganda beauty pageant, which will allow Cave women in the country compete for selection as the Cavacious Beauty Queen of Uganda. Launching the competition, Honorable Chwanda noted that such is aimed at creating an excitement of Ugandan endowment and present our cultural potential as a country to the rest of the world to admire.
If you say Munankole woman, the way those calves, they have a story. There is a story behind that. In our dances, when we dance, when you see us spreading our arms, the way we spread them, there is a story behind this when we spread our arms. When you say Muganda woman concentrating on the way she does, there is a story about that, and that's the story we sell. That's the tourism. Our tourism, we are not animals. Of course, the animals are part of us, the excitement, our national parks, but tourism begins with you.
To the potential critics out there on grounds of morality, Honorable Chwanda defended the competition as godly, for it is inspired by the upraise and appreciation of endowment from God to the Ugandan women, with curvy bodies invisible in many places of the world.
It will be an exceptional event that will see young ladies showcase their beautiful curves and interact. Yes, some people would come up and probably criticize this. Yes, who told that we could only have only the slim girls and that's all about our beauty? No. Yes, that can be a category. But in our product diversification, we must bring this on board. And I want to say, this is not about being immoral. No. It's about appreciation, the way we are. People have been, there was a competition here about Mr. Ugly, Mr. Sevavi, and there's a person called Sevavi. What's wrong with appreciating what we are?
For Mrs. Annie Munyangoma, the chief organizer.
So, Nico, are you aware that the tourism sector, the tourism minister, the Ugandan women, for their curves to be shown, to attract tourists to come there, the woman is the package, just like the minister said. Were you aware of this?
I didn't even watch this because I never wanted to watch. I think people who are in those positions are everyone is mad.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, that's why, remember when in the conversation I was asking you if if it did O'Shea, because you used the word arrested, right? The one him arrested, O'Shea, did O'Shea break any laws for him to be arrested? Because the minister right here, right, is attracting guys from around the world, people like O'Shea or whoever, that, hey, come to Uganda, we have covetous women. So O'Shea is there with a grown woman having conversation. They're having it in front of a camera. They're talking to people. And the woman got up, like O'Shea told her, hey, show your curves to the people I'm talking to. And, she willingly did it, just like we're seeing in this public forum. So my question is, because you're saying he should be arrested, but what laws did O'Shea break?
But remember, this was stopped. It did not continue in Uganda. I hope you've been following what has been happening. And it was tourism, not sex. Where O'Shea goes wrong, he mentions that you can buy any Ugandan girl, you can sleep with any Ugandan girl at $20 or even less.
But is that true though?
The what?
What he said. Because I did a lot of research after this, and I saw the videos. I did lots of research. In fact, like O'Shea's videos here that I use, this comes nothing close to white Europeans and white Americans that go there, purposely just for sex. Like, it's all over the internet. Did you know this?
No, not so much, just a little of it.
Well, this is it's way, it's a whole lot of it there. And O'Shea over here, you could see clearly he's there with an adult female. So obviously she is a participant in this, right? Would you agree to that?
Okay, wait. Oh, okay, I'm back.
Because it's more, you've seen the pictures I shown. Not, in Uganda, you could literally, I don't know if you're aware of this. In Uganda itself, it's more white Europeans and white Americans that are coming there purposely for sexual tourism. They are doing it both with the men and the women. The men are You know, they're doing it with old women, and older white Europeans are coming there, you know, doing this as well. So when you called in, because I was a bit thrown off, right? When you called in, because I was talking about Romy, right? The guy that slapped the guy. That's what the topic was about. But you shifted it to O'Shea. I'm just curious, why did you shift to O'Shea? Because if the way it sounded is like you were disturbed by sex tourism, but after I looked into it, it's way more. It's like Europeans, white people doing this there, right? But like, how did you come to the conclusion that O'Shea is the worst sex trafficker or tourist there?
Okay, personally, I've never seen a white man or a white lady doing this. I don't know how they do it, but I've seen blacks. That's why I've said I mentioned one name, O'Shea.
You haven't seen white?
I haven't.
Huh.
The videos I've been seeing O'Shea talking about our girls, all that I haven't seen. And by the way, our MP was promoting tourism, but not sex tourism.
Okay. Are you telling me, right? The MP, you're gonna parade women, you know, covetous women like that, you know, to attract who are you attracting to come? Who are you attracting to come? Like, who do you think they're attracting?
That is where the confusion comes in.
No, but you see, my thing is, right, I get it, but your own minister here, they are parading these women, and the women are happily participating in this. And in this video, let me play like O'Shea's video with this woman here.
You guys hear that?
You see,
But
she's see.
What do we just do?
This one's talking about, I guess. Oh, you gotta get me. You gotta get me.
So she's showing her curves, right? Let's see here.
The event is aimed at promoting a whole attitude to beauty where even the big endowed women can compete in a beauty pageant.
We are going to show you what an endowed Ugandan woman looks like. With no offense, everyone is endowed, but we are talking about the real curvaceous ladies, like Bismarck read in the past. Truth be told, all beauty pageants are related to beauty is size 0. So we've had ladies with beautiful curves go down to slim because they want to be part of the beauty pageant.
So you see that, right? This is the tourism industry themselves. I'm seeing some people saying, "Oh, you're protecting O'Shea." That, you know, you guys are seeing the tapes. I'm not. I just want people, because Nico said he wants O'Shea to be arrested. From what I have discovered and learned, and you guys can see it right here, the man is not breaking Ugandan law. This is very acceptable in Uganda. I don't know if you know this. This is why I'm asking you, because your own minister is doing this.
Okay, however much the minister did that, did he mention where you can sleep with any girl or you can buy any girl at cheap?
Okay, if you parade grown curvy women, right? You said it's part of the tourist attraction. Who do you think you're trying to attract? You think they're attracting school children, or they're attracting grown men?
Okay, they are attracting grown men, but
And what do you think if you're showing a woman's ass to other men? Like, what is the intention there? Like, they just gonna come look at the ass and that's it?
I think even the minister also should be arrested. But something is wrong, and we need to make this right. As
I
we
get that. I'm not like, you know, I'm just going by what the laws and the rules of the country is from the people that actually make the laws. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, because you're saying you didn't see white people coming there, but they are the main ones. They are the main sex stories in Uganda. Like, if you type in Uganda sex stories, that's all you're gonna see. Like, literally, like, that's all you're gonna see.
can I ask you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, how would you feel to see your sister participating in such?
Yeah, but my sister wouldn't. It's not legal in my country.
No, just imagine.
Well, I cannot imagine it because it's not legal in my country. Like that, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen my sister participate, in it. We can only go by what's actually going on, right? Because
Yes.
in Uganda, because to arrest somebody, they have to break the law first, right?
Yes.
So therefore, because I just, I want us to be on the same page to understand, like, hey, because if the person is doing something that is illegal, something that is illegal, then yeah, I will say, okay, this person is wrong. There's difference between, morally wrong and breaking the law. Would I do that? No, I wouldn't. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do it. But if the minister, if Ugandans is saying covetous women are part of Uganda's tourist attraction, because we all heard what the minister said. This is part of the attraction, right? And we see O'Shea in this video, obviously, with a Ugandan, a couple of Ugandan women, and he's not really breaking any laws. And I understand you said if he says the women, he's saying, oh, I spend $20 or $2, right? Hey, as much as you wouldn't want to hear that, I mean, maybe, we cannot doubt that that's how much he spends, because I've heard O'Shea in many videos where he's saying, I mean, he said, hey, I'm about giving, buying you those sandals and weave. You know what that is, right? Buying sandals and weaves. So it's one thing if you say like, you can be morally wrong, but you see how the minister, he himself is saying, the people that are saying this is morally wrong, it is not morally wrong for them in Uganda. Like, in Uganda, how do you guys select ministers? Are they voted in or what? Do they vote them in or selected?
Most of them are we voted them. Some I think they are elected by the president.
Yeah. So therefore, they're there to represent, right?
Yes.
They're there to represent the people. And this, right, like, simply like saying, okay, O'Shea didn't put this out, and it's in private mode. If you're saying it's in private mode, that doesn't necessarily mean what he did is illegal. It could be immoral to some people, right? But that doesn't mean in Uganda it is illegal. Like in some countries, this is illegal, but not in Uganda. Did you know this?
I'm even more disappointed now.
What are you disappointed in?
About this sexualism being legal in Uganda.
Right. Yeah, you should definitely take it with the minister, and when you talk to a lot of people, let them know, hey, did you guys know, our ministers are promoting the Ugandan women, as part of the sex attraction.
My network. Oh, my network was off for a second.
What's that?
Okay, let me say this as a native, as a Ugandan. In my
Right.
perspective, it is wrong.
Right.
It is wrong.
And I'm not saying that just because in a country, right? Sometimes the people in power, they can pass laws. They can pass laws or accept things that the citizens are against. I get that. Like I understand your sentiment, I totally get it. But this is the reason I'm not saying you're wrong for going against this. That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to bring this to your attention for you to see that, in fact, this is not sex tourism. There is not illegal, because the minister advertises Uganda as that.
Oh, my network. Why now? Am I clear?
Yeah.
I'm even out of words. There is a lot of confusion with our ministers. I think there's something behind we don't see.
Like what?
I think those people earn a lot of money from that. That's why they are promoting it, because we
Right.
know
Of course. Yeah, I know that for a fact. They totally they are not doing it. They are not doing it for free. They are not saying it for free. I know that for a fact. They are doing this for money.
Yes.
The money, most definitely, that's what they are doing it for. Yeah. That I agree with you.
Do you know that prostitution is illegal in Uganda?
It is. Yeah, but I mean, but what I'm saying, why is the minister advertising, Ugandan women to the world like that? Like, what is he expecting to happen? Like literally, you do know when they put these things out, right? People read about this. They read about them, and they make their decisions on where to go to. There are people who are into this kind of stuff, and when you put it out there to the world, that means you're attracting them to come. This is not my opinion. Like, I'm not giving you my opinion as far as saying, it should or it shouldn't. I looked into it to see what Uganda's, laws are about this. So that's what I found a whole lot of stuff. My mind is blown by what I've seen, to be honest. Yeah, because if you look at it in his video, in O'Shea's video, he's there with grown-ups. These are not children. These are grown-ups. And, unless we're saying these people don't have the common sense to decide who they, do this with or not. It's one thing if you going behind people's back, like the other video we saw. It's one thing doing that, but you see the woman there happily participating in this with O'Shea. He didn't force her. He didn't do anything. She happily got up and showed her curves to whoever was on the other side of the screen. Right?
Yes.
And you being, I understand your frustration. Trust me. I'll be frustrated too. Yeah. But it's like, it's something that is, the minister is saying is acceptable. And most people are going to take, they're going to take advantage of that. So that's why when we could get into semantics to say, the minister is not saying people can come there and do this. But when they put that out there, then they're attracting men to come. And these men are not just coming there to just watch this woman walk, right? That's not what they are there for. Like I'm not sitting here saying, oh, people should do sex tourism. I'm totally against that. 100%. I'm against it 100%. I don't support it whatsoever. But
yes. I get you, but what can we do as Africans to make our Africa great again? What can we do? I think we can stand and stop this. However much the minister promoted it, we can still stop it.
Right. Okay. That's why do you think I showed you what the minister is saying and ask you, are you aware of this? That's why I'm showing you, because whatever you see, right? Every country you go to, they have laws.
Yes.
They have laws, right? And when someone comes to the country and they do something that's not against the law, like if we're calling for that person to be arrested, it's like, what are they going to be? Like, let's say they said, oh, O'Shea, we're going to arrest you. Like, what will he be arrested for? I mean, like, I want to hear your perspective.
I'm totally in confusion. However much sex tourism was promoted, you don't have to sell our girls like that.
The minister is doing that.
But I heard it was stopped. That is where the question comes in. So I think we'll do another live. I'm going to do research.
Yeah.
And come to a conclusion about this. I'm going to do my research. Next time, I'll come with my answers. Because right now, I don't know. a lot is.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, because I get that maybe you didn't know about this, but Yeah, once you do more research, because you are in Uganda, right? On the ground, like whatever you find out and what people are saying about this, let me know. But on the internet, I'm just telling you as it stands, the women, the courageous women of Uganda, they are actually considered a tourist attraction, just like you heard the minister. And there's lots of white Europeans flocking there and Americans. Let me see. Well, okay, if you say you don't respect me, that's on you. As if I care. But the link is in the chat. If you, I don't know what you want me to say, but you can hit the link and come on through. This is not me saying this. This is Ugandan minister themselves saying this. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Seriously. Like, I don't know what you guys, it doesn't matter what I say. This is what they are selling to the world. It's not me. I'm not a Ugandan. I didn't know this. I've gone and researched many topics, and just like the first topic and many other topics, and I bring you guys what the facts are. So it's not about me. Like, I'm sure that the people, those ministers and others, they could care less about what I'm saying here. If it's against the law, they would do something about it. But if I go and see what I'm seeing, I'll bring it to people. It's not about like or dislike. You guys have to understand that. It's not me that made this law. It's not me that's telling people to go to Uganda and do this. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just telling Nico here what I have seen, what their own minister is selling to the wider world. So if you guys want to get upset at anybody, you should be upset at the minister. Don't be mad at me. I'm just here to tell you guys what I've seen. But if you disagree with me, the link is in the chat. Just hit the link and come through. Yeah, Nico, when you find more, let me know if it changes or if the minister, the website is just not updated whatsoever. You can let me know about that too.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But my question is, if it was stopped, are you going to fight it?
Fight what?
Sex tourism.
Oh, I'm not in Uganda, so I can't fight that.
Okay. I'll do my research. Time I'll come.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome to the show, St. James.
Hello, Afghans. Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. It's sunny here in Colorado, and I'm enjoying it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So what do you think about, what you've heard so far?
Let's begin with the Haitian situation,
Yeah.
So you and I have been talking about the immigration's laws here in the United States, and you do agree that these laws were not passed for Africans, Black people. We can agree to that right now.
Say that again.
So these laws were not passed for Black people.
Right.
So as we can see, my state of Colorado, they took in a lot of, you remember the Syria situation, right? We have a lot of Syrians here in Colorado. Now we got some Afghan. The first batch of Afghan just dropped in this week in Colorado. They got settled in Colorado. Like we got I think we got 800 to 1,000 Afghans in Colorado. You see what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
Yeah, and before they got here, the governor of Colorado sent a letter to Joe Biden telling him that to consider Colorado as an option for the resettlement of Afghans.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying? Before they even touch down. So knowing that there is a situation boiling in Haiti. You see what I'm saying? So
it's how many?
Oh, thousands of Afghans right now in Colorado. So you see all these people, the AOC of the world, the Al Sharptons, and all the payouts, sellouts, they don't represent black people. So I don't understand why these black folks are still voting for this Democrat. You see what I'm saying? If this was, like you said, 100,000 people, like people coming from Latin America, no problem. You see what they did at the border. They break down the fences. They run through the country. Nobody stopped them. Nobody did anything. They were talking about lack of resources. We don't have the people. It's all kind of excuses when it comes to those people. But when it comes to blacks, oh my goodness, these Asians are going to be deported. Like by the end of the next week, they will all be deported, bro.
Well, they're already getting deported. You heard in the clip, it says within 48 hours, they would be sent out of the country.
That's a strong message for what? For all of us, Africans included, everybody. So when blacks come here,
well, the ones that are illegal, you know, I'm just saying because at first it was never a crisis. In fact, it's humanitarian to do all that. But I'm just calling BS on what they've been selling to all of us, which is,
we've been knowing that for a long time, right? So we, like Africans, we are the one that go through the strict immigration law here in America. We are being like fingerprinted, everything, the all 9 yards has been done to us. And these people come here illegally, and they always find a way to make it happen in America. Nobody never asked that question. How do all these people that come here in America always find it good to stay here without having a social security number, a working permit, or a green card?
That's a good question, actually. You're right.
Who is giving that to them?
This is true.
Right. So it's already hard for someone like me and you to even get a social security number. You remember those days? It was so hard. Even if you were legal in this country, it was hard. Compared to somebody that just walked through the borders, doesn't even have a social security number, but he's doing fine.
Yeah, that's that illegal privilege.
Right. So, I mean, the Democrat would never look into that because they are all sell out. Everybody took money.
Well, it's forming a voting block. So when they come, they're not like whatever they're selling. They try to sell it in the form of saying, "Oh, you know, we're here to stop racism and all that stuff." You know, because if you think about it, you know, racism seems to be, you know, in high rise every 4 years.
Absolutely.
Once it passes, it means it all of a sudden just dead, you know. So the thing is, most people are not thinking for themselves. It's about what the media is pushing. So whatever the media pushes, that's what people seem to go with.
Yeah, all the media is controlled. They're controlled by the Democrat, the liberals.
Right.
Everybody get paid to do a job, and they will do it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the black unity here in America don't exist. We keep telling people it doesn't exist. Without the money, it will not work. You see what I'm saying? You have to pay people to do things. You see? Okay, for the next one, right?
Yeah, I know. Hey, the funny thing is, you know, a lot of people are being idiots in the chat room talking about, you know, as if I'm the one coming up with these things. There are a lot of you know, I don't just make things out of the blue and come here and tell people, you know, tell you this. You know, you can go search this for yourself. You know, you will see exactly what I'm seeing. It's people saying, "Oh, you're doing this for O'Shea, blah, blah." This isn't about O'Shea. O'Shea is a grown man. He can do whatever he's doing. He can deal with it himself. But to say that I'm doing this, you know, out of enjoyment or my own evolution is very crazy to even think that. You can go look on the internet for yourself and see this. Seriously, you can go see this. You know, I'm not the one saying it. Do you guys honestly believe that I would support sex tourism? Do you honestly believe I would do that?
So
Come on, people. Think you can, you know, think clear. You know, you're letting your emotions, you know, run through your head. I mean, if you want me to sit here and tell you what you want to hear, you know, lying and say, oh yeah, O'Shea's totally gonna get arrested. What he did is blah blah blah. But you guys heard the minister, what the minister said. This is not me saying it. It is the minister inviting men to their country.
Well, basically, I understand. I understand exactly what you are saying here, because you are adding facts, like facts that everybody can find on the internet to add to exactly what they are saying. Because the news got broke. You know, everybody learned about this video. I learned about this video yesterday, right? I didn't know much about Uganda like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we're talking about law, any Africans that you meet on the street cannot know what are the laws in Rwanda, in a country that where you don't live.
Right.
So basically, you have to learn about the laws of that country before you even participate in those kind of conversations. So African country, I know most of them don't have. Prostitutions do exist in those countries, but it's not legal. You see,
Right,
the laws are
but the
lax.
thing is, I see people in the chat, they saying prostitution is illegal, but clearly the guy, we can see the video. He's not. That's not what he's doing, unless they are willing to call this woman a prostitute.
Okay, my question right now, the minister promoting this language. Is that what makes the law, or the law is written saying that this is legal in Uganda?
Well,
Uganda pointed out to you like this is illegal for us, or this is not legal? Because oftentimes this is politicians, so they are in other people's pocket. So if they are promoting some sort of culture in that country, that don't mean the people are following that. So that's the law.
Right.
If all the Uganda agree, this is we are a sex tourism country. There, we don't have a debate over here. But if one person within the government is pushing that to others, so even here in America, you can agree. We both can agree. Not everybody agree to same-sex marriage, right?
Yeah, but St.
the process
James
was a little different for everybody here.
Yeah, but St. James, let's not forget, this is a minister of tourism. It's not like he's hiding. This is a promotional video. So obviously they you know, like this is not just his own opinion, like just coming up with something, you know.
I'm not even talking about a foreigner coming in that country and adding to sex tourism. If they are so happy about what they have there, the curves, the women, the beauty, and they want to promote that within themselves. So we can't say anything to that.
Exactly. So that's my whole point.
Right.
You know, like
if they open that to the outsiders, white, black, Asians, anybody that can come to that country and take advantage of that situations, we can't sit here and say, oh, the women's over there are being taken advantage of, because they all agreed that this is what happened, is happening in the country.
You look at it, right? You look at it. Who are we to come here and clearly seeing these people, the minister, promoting this, right? I mean, we can, you know, for us, because he even set up his argument saying some people are going to say it's immoral. Absolutely. You goddamn right. People, you know, were going to say that.
Yeah. To what the brother was saying, right? The Miko, I understand where Miko was coming from, because you and I can understand if a movement was born, about the unity of black people across the globe. We have to respect certain things.
Right.
If you are trying to take advantage of a situation, like the same thing in the Gambia. So if you are coming there telling people, oh, this is a movement that will uplift the black people, and you try to take advantage of the lowest, then that becomes a problem. As an African, as a black person going to a different country trying to sex women, I don't see any problem. It takes two to tango. Anybody cannot come between that. But don't lie to the people that, okay, listen, I'm coming to create jobs. I'm coming to uplift certain people. I'm coming to connect. And you try to open a route.
You see, now we're talking about something different.
It is
different. I get what you're saying.
Right.
But the point I was trying to make, because Nico was saying they want him arrested and stuff. So because if you remember,
he can't be arrested.
because
we all agree to that. He can't be arrested.
Yeah,
If that's the law
because-
of the land,
yeah.
he can't be arrested. He's not doing anything wrong. So we all agree to that.
Yeah,
So
but you
the
remember,
Ugandans
right?
themselves are doing it, right?
You remember that? Remember the other day? Because I was I was talking about something completely different, about Romy, the one that slapped the Ugandan guy. Completely different. So when Nico called in, obviously I didn't know what he was gonna be talking about. I'm thinking he's going to stick with the topic, because when people call in, we're talking about the topic. So I asked him a different question, but he brought up, O'Shea's name. I said, all right. So what he explained to me, he labeled him as a sex tourist. So I asked him, hey, is this legal in Uganda or not? Because I know that whether people agree with this or they like it or not, some countries do, in fact, this is what they sell to the world. They do sell this to the world. This is why you see like these men, they fly to these places and people are like, oh, they just get away with it. No, they are selling this to the world. And people that are into this, they search these things. That's why they're confidently out in the open doing that. You see, that's why they are doing that. So, for instance, like you gave the example about same-sex marriage. There are people who don't agree with it, but it's the law in most places.
Yeah, but you do agree that the last case in the United States that was tried was coming from my own state, and this is not even litigated yet. It's like people are still bringing cases to the Supreme Court because
Right.
a lot of people are still not satisfied with the decision here. So it's an ongoing situation. So when we try to refer to Uganda, we can't say one minister said, I'm welcoming anybody to come and take advantage of our women, and you and I know that in this country, a lot of people may not agree with him. So how can they express themselves if the guy is from a good government that seems to be like Museveni is a dictator? Like, I'm not going to say that word, but you know what kind of regime all these peoples are under. So the freedom of expression is not there for so many peoples. So we have to take that into consideration as well.
Yeah, but my whole point is, okay, that's if that's what's happening, for instance, and these people are not going along with it, sure, but they look just fine. They look like they are happily participating in this together. Like
they don't
yeah,
they don't get no argument from me. Grown men
Yeah.
trying to do grown man things.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
get no
like-
argument from me. But
yeah,
you
it's-
and I know the movement.
yeah, but
The movement what certain people are pushing here in the West is
Yeah,
the
but-
problem
but-
here for us. It's like
yeah, but
if
you
want to take
see,
advantage-
right, St. James, you see,
Right.
with this quote unquote Pan-Africanist movement, I mean, I've been talking about it here whatsoever. over and over. I'm not part of that movement. My thinking is not along those lines. So when I'm bringing things, people that are into that, who feel like, oh man, I thought, this is what O'Shea is promoting, the Pan-Africanist movement whatsoever. That's for those people. If they want to be disappointed, if they don't believe this is part of, their Pan-African ethics, that's on them. For me, like I cannot think along those lines. I'm seeing two consenting adults, doing, like showcasing, as O'Shea is there with this girl, and it looks like they're talking to somebody in a screen. They're talking to someone in a screen. She's not a child. So she got up, like O'Shea said, hey, show her what you're working with. She happily did it. So
I agree with you. Those people those people going to the Dominican Republic, Brazil, and Colombia. They're not pushing Pan-Africanism. They're going on vacation and they take advantage of the situation there.
Right.
So
right.
That's the problem I'm having. If grown men are going to those places and doing those things, you don't get no argument from me. As you can see, maybe Miko may be confused, right? He doesn't know. He doesn't know, like black people coming from a different country talking about Pan-Africanism. So he's willing to listen. He's willing to see if this is something that he can abide to. But when it comes to that, people get discouraged, right? If you are a sex tourist, you are a sex tourist. Nobody cares.
Right.
So don't lie to the people.
Yeah, but
just be honest.
But the fact is, right?
Be honest from the jump.
Right.
But Africanism. I'm visiting your country. I'm a visitor. I'm an American. I got a privilege to get 3 years visa to come to your country and do whatever the fuck I want. You see
but St. James, we don't know. St. James, we don't know if that's what he said. I believe. I think Uganda could care less. They wouldn't care if you're Pan-Africanist or not. I don't think they care. This is for people who are buying into this, because people can call themselves anything they want. But now it's up to you, the individual, to make that difference.
That's why
to use your brain.
That's why we have the critics, right?
Right. This is why.
That's why you're giving all the facts. You're talking about. You stated the laws before you started. You say this is the law of the land. So nobody can debate that. Minister, if that's the case, then let's read it. So okay, but everybody has the right to have to give their 2 cents about the situations.
Yeah, but my thing is, right? They're making it seem like, oh yeah, Afrodamus is like this, and oh he's defending O'Shea. What did I say here that is supposedly quote unquote defending O'Shea? I didn't say, oh, what O'Shea is doing is right or wrong. I'm speaking of what their minister and their own tourism board. In fact, this is even in a newspaper here.
I'm gonna.
You see, hold on.
I don't know about the laws in Uganda.
Hold on.
If the law is legal, if it is legal or not legal, I'm not
okay.
Sure.
Are you seeing these pictures here?
I see the pictures.
This is a thing.
I'm not sure this is the law.
No,
let's
what I mean.
The law.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, here, look. You see this? This is even in a newspaper. There is a curvy, sexy Ugandan women named new tourist attraction. We heard the minister say it. So the thing is, we know, like in African countries that have, this tourism stuff, they have things that they sell as their tourist attraction to bring people in. So
I'm sure a lot of people on the chat saying that prostitution is illegal in Uganda.
Yeah, but
because maybe they are more advanced. Because I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's legal or not legal. But I don't know.
My thing is, my thing is, a lot of people there in their feelings, as if what I'm saying, changes, what the situation is. If they believe what they believe, whatever I say, they shouldn't care about that. If they know something else to be true, they can just hold on to that.
I agree.
Okay.
I mean, I agree.
And people can use different kinds of words, semantics, whatsoever. It still doesn't change the picture that we are seeing. My thing is, would I, even though Uganda, like I see the minister advertising this, would I ever go to Uganda and participate in that? Absolutely not. For me, it's not moral. It's against my moral codes and ethics. So, but that doesn't mean, don't people want to know about what African countries themselves, their ministers, don't people want to know and hear what they are promoting? Because whatever you see happening, there's a reason why it's happening. Okay, there's a reason why it's happening.
Yeah,
it is not just.
Let's not forget that Pan-Africanism is a global movement.
Yeah, but Pan-Africanism doesn't control.
So you're gonna tell me? So someone in the United States is gonna do their research and find out flawed in a specific country and fly over there and take advantage of the girls.
I don't know.
No. Listen, okay. So if that's what black person, like me being from the continent, right? You and I know. So we have to be honest about exactly what immigrations mean for us. So if you have a privilege to be Americans and you have a U.S. passport, it doesn't mean that you have to go take advantage of people. Like black people, if you're talking about the black diaspora, everybody can do their own thing. But when it comes to some people coming to your country, taking advantage of the U.S. passport and taking advantage of people in your country, you wouldn't be satisfied with that. Because yourself, when you came to America, you were put under scrutiny. You were checked. So you don't let people to use all these flexibles to take advantage of people. You can't do that. You can't.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. It doesn't matter what I'm satisfied with or not. People are going to do what people do. You see?
I agree.
It's we cannot say, okay, this person, is not going to take advantage of what is in front of them. Like maybe you and I wouldn't, but that doesn't mean the next man will not. You see? It's one of those things. Like I can't tell anybody what they can or cannot do.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, when it comes to that, I feel like I can say some other men cannot do. I have a voice. If it comes to my people, I have to talk about it. Whether they do it or they don't do it, it's my responsibility to tell them this is not part of us, and we don't go by that. If that's that's up to you. But I really have the right to tell you.
Yeah, I know, but
you can't do that over there.
But what I'm saying, right? For example, like Bantu Queen said here, Afridamos, the issue is not what O'Shea does. We don't care. That's not what I'm arguing here. I'm speaking of what Uganda allows. Their minister said it, but he shouldn't be pan-Africanizing it. I mean, Bantu Queen, you've been listening here forever. You know what I talk about as far as the pan-Africanism thing goes. You know exactly where I stand on that. I've been saying this over and over again. But the fact of the matter is, like, we can talk about this till the cows come home, but that doesn't really mean, other people, because they're not going to take advantage of what is presented to them. We've been seeing it all over. From the land situations to even, this woman sex tourism thing. We're seeing it. So it's for people to wake up and smell the coffee and see what is real and what isn't, because we cannot police the individual. We cannot police the individual.
No, we
laws.
cannot police the individuals, but at least we can use this as an opportunity to teach the people that, be careful about those things. Some people are not doing it willingly. Museveni has been in power for many years. Like I said,
but
a lot of people who are in poverty, they will do whatever they need to do in order to get some money. So should we advocate for people to go over there and take advantage of the women? It's up to you. It's up to them.
But remember, St. James.
It's my job. It's my
St.
job
James.
to tell you. Listen, look.
But remember, right?
That's not what we're doing over there.
St. James, remember.
Over there, that's not what they're doing. If you want to do that, it's up to you.
Yeah, but St. James, remember, when you say we, like my channel have never sat here and advertised anything like this to any place.
I'm not
but
saying
what
you.
I'm saying, these people, right?
I'm not
These
saying
people, but these people that are going to these places, if you look at it, if they didn't put it out there themselves, we would have never even known that this is in existence, much more to even think about talking about it.
That's why it's a perfect time to use this as an opportunity to address the situations.
Yeah. So
you and I wouldn't be sitting here talking about
because
like this guy went to Africa and he did those things, and you created 2-hour sessions for us to talk about something that we don't know about.
Yeah. So
somebody who's putting himself in cameras and talking about it and saying that he's going to open a back channels for other people to come and take advantage of the situation there.
Well,
that becomes a problem. We have to agree. That becomes a problem.
Well, again, the whole thing, because people are making this seem like, it's my opinion or whatsoever. We have to remember, I am not a Pan-Africanist. You guys know this, right? I'm not a Pan-Africanist. So if people are going to Africa or wherever, they are saying they're Pan-Africanist, other people that have that Pan-Africanist spirit in them, they buy into it, and then later they find out, that's not their version of Pan-Africanism. Because maybe if people are saying, O'Shea is pretending to be Pan-Africanist, what if this is what his version of Pan-Africanism is?
Let me ask you a question. The average African that live on the continent, right? Regardless of the country they come from, when you talk to them about Pan-Africanism, what they will tell you, this sounds good, right? And do you agree with me? The average African will tell you, this sounds good.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
they will say you got my attention. I would like to hear some more.
Yeah, but do you think this right here, O'Shea hanging out with these women, do you think he's preaching Pan-Africanism to them?
No. I'm not talking, because I don't even want to talk about the dude. I'm talking about the movement. I'm not.
Yeah, but that's a whole.
The movement is bigger than that man.
Yeah, but I'm not
listen. This is. We have been coming to the United States in great number than they have been coming to Africa. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, but you have to remember, you're talking about a completely different topic. I just made it clear, I am not into that Pan-Africanist thing. You know
so
that.
What you into? When somebody talking about going to Africa, what you into? What they bring it? They don't have to say I'm Pan-Africanist, but if somebody has a desire to come to Africa, what do you?
I honestly I honestly don't care about what if they're buying their ticket to go there, but whatever their actions are, I will talk about that. But
okay,
hey,
so you and I on the same boat, right?
Yeah, honestly, I really people are free to go wherever they want.
Right, you can come to Africa. He can come to Africa as a Pan-Africanist. He can come to Africa as his own man, right?
Right.
But when somebody's using a label,
but I just told you,
somebody's using a label, like the white people that come to Africa, they don't use no label. They
oh
come
yes,
to
they
Africa.
do. Some, oh yeah, they do.
Some do, but most
But
of the people
but St. James,
most of the people
St. James,
at the beach that
but
take
St.
advantage of
James,
this girl, they don't use no label. They come there.
but St. James,
they came vacationing. They
St.
don't come
James.
there talking about we have to unite. We no.
Yeah,
They
but
come
St.
there to
James,
vacation.
why would, in this case, right? What difference does it make? Whatever label the person used, we're looking at actions here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at actions.
The action speaks for itself, right?
Action speaks louder than the words. It's not, to me, that's my thing.
The man never advocate. The man never advertised himself to be that.
Well, I don't. This is my thing. I'm not St. James. St. James. So are you telling me? Wait.
What the man is advocating? If you don't know his thought process, why do we defend or not defend somebody? I'm trying to talk about a movement. And if we're talking about a man, so you and I don't know exactly what the man is advocating. So we just seen a video and we go by the video. So
I just know.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, right? Okay. I want to hear, like, what do you think I'm talking about here? Because it sounds like there's confusion here. No. Like, okay, what do you think I'm talking about? Because you're talking about let's say a human being that live in America, who travel at his own risk to a different country, and sees some beautiful woman and sees that it's not against the law to have to do certain things to women, like have women with women.
I agree with that. And open back channels to other people to come take advantage of the situations, which is not wrong. You agree with me if that's the law. This is not wrong. It's not doing anything wrong. But when you sit in the United States, because you don't apply for a visa to go to Uganda, you get the visa on arrival. So that means you can travel to Uganda and go to a different country and do those things to other people. So that if you come to the United States, you get a visa to get here, and they will tell you exactly what to do, what not to do. So Africans are not to that level. We are not to that level. So the people in Uganda who are not in favor of what you are talking about should be protected, because they don't know. They don't know other people. Like if you are adding, like as an immigrant, if you're coming to the United States and you want to add to the problem, you will be deported. If you want, they already have that.
Yeah, but that's the law. What I'm saying.
Okay, so
they have what I'm saying, St. James. You're talking about two different things here. United States, they, like that's the law here. They have stronger laws. That's not other people's fault that their countries don't have laws against things or stronger laws. Like this has nothing to do with that.
This is when it becomes a personal problem. This is when it becomes a problem. If the government cannot take care of you, as we don't expect them to do so, why would it not take care of myself in my own community? Because we get to the stronger laws, because the United States was not up to that back in the day. So it took strong people to come up with those ideas. If my country,
but who do you think should do that?
Us.
In this case.
Us.
So
we should demand whatever that you see here in America.
You think?
You go to Africa.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait. You've lost me. Okay, so I'm not Ugandan. You're not Ugandan. What can we demand of Uganda's Minister of Tourism?
As you can see, Miko was not very knowledgeable about the law in his own country. You and I can agree. He was struggling to understand exactly what the law meant.
But how is that you don't think that's Nico's responsibility and others to know about this? I just told him about it, and he's gonna go look into it. So all what I'm saying, because it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you are saying we should be policing, people that are going to these countries for sex tourism.
I never said that.
No, I'm asking if is that what you
said? But when you are, let's say I live in a country with you, and you are promoting something that is fake, and you are taking it to a place that is close to mine, this is my right to tell people, listen, you're fake. It's up to them to see.
But we're doing that every day.
No. It's up to them to see through your bowl or not. But I have the right also to say that you are fake.
Yeah, of course.
Right, because that's my opinion. If this is based on opinion.
Okay.
You have an opinion, I have an opinion. I can follow you and say, okay, you fake. And I tell people you fake. So people can still deal with you.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that. But I live in the same country. I know the step that certain people takes. So I'm up to speed. Miko may not be at the same stage I am. He doesn't understand those things.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. But if I talk to Miko and I say, listen, this looks like this, and Miko said, F you St. James, I don't care. If he said, I'm gonna look into it, that's up to you.
but St. James, you realize, like, again, even if you talk about that Miko, I've never heard of that guy until that video came out. I don't go out looking for this. I see, topics that pop up. This is, you guys know, this is not the first time me talking about what is on the radar. This is what I do all the time. So I don't know why anybody thinks, this is any different than what the shows that I do here.
No, I am 100% one.
Yeah, my job.
Your position here on the mic.
Yeah, my job, right?
You have to get it out of us.
Right. My job here, right? My job here hasn't changed. It's the same as usual. I'm not the ambassador that's announcing to people saying, hey, before you go to Africa, come speak to Afridamas. I would give you the orientation on what you can or cannot do. These people, the topics we talk about, even people that are in Africa, the videos I analyze, I don't know about you. I've never even heard of majority of these people. An event is what happens that brings them to my attention. So you have to remember, I don't know these people. They don't know me. So
before the video, right?
Right.
I know situation like that happen in Uganda every day. Before
I'm not sure.
No,
not really.
If we have to imagine.
Yeah, I really don't think about,
right. But
prior to this, I don't think about Uganda, I'm just keeping it real.
In Africa, a situation like that happens. It's not like when you say policing, this has been done already, right? It has been done, it will be done again and again. So it's not like you are policing something because you have the power to stop it. I don't have that power to stop it. I don't wish to stop it. I don't want to be the one that's stopping it. That's not my role. The people who are in charge can take care of that.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, as a human being on YouTube, right, giving my opinion, just my opinion, that's it. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to upset me.
No, because my thing is, I'm just, like, I'm a bit confused about, like, the angle, because I heard you say Nico's name also, Miko, whatever, the other guy. So I'm confused. I don't know if you're saying I should be doing something about this other than what I usually do to talk about things.
You talk about the diaspora, right?
Right.
Okay, so wouldn't
So
that be,
what did you wait?
This is
Wait,
not
I'm
an
not done
isolated
yet.
situation, right?
Okay, give me a second. I'm not done. So what did you want to hear that you didn't hear?
Today, when I came in today, right, I heard about someone from Uganda who doesn't even know about the law in his own country. So he was the one who was supposed to be here challenging or agreeing with things. But I felt like he did a poor job at addressing those things. He didn't know well. So he spoke before he listened. He did his own research. But I understand he said he's going to go look into the facts and come back, which I respect a lot. So everything that you said, like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you because that's not your job, because you're not Uganda. You are not Uganda. You're presenting a video for us to give our own opinion. I'm not Uganda. I'm just, because like I said, when a movement is global, whether you like it or not, if it affects certain things that you don't agree with, and you choose to remain quiet, or you choose to speak, this is up to you. It's up to you, completely up to you, because it's just your opinion at the end of the day. So the man that was on the video don't care about my opinion. If he's planning to go to Uganda and do that again, he will do it. So I can't stop it. But it doesn't prevent me to talk about what is real or what is not real. If it's fake,
that's
it's
why.
fake. If it's not fake, it's not fake.
Well, that's why. That's why I set up the show. So like I don't get what people are saying. Like I set up the show. I provide the platform for people to come and talk, but people are making it sound like, no, Afridamus, you got to change the law. You got to do this. Like, I don't know what they want me to say.
The law, like I said,
I'm doing exactly what I have been doing. Like every time I come here, I provide the platform, for people to come and speak, and this isn't about me. I hope people understand that. I'm not the one in Uganda, looking at those big booties. I'm not the one doing that.
If you were that kind of person, I wouldn't even call. I wouldn't even waste
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not the one in Uganda, and I'm not going to Uganda.
We're talking about adults. We're talking about adults.
Right.
We're talking about adults. But I mean, it's like, but at the same time, if we have a platform to talk about, to give our 2 cents about the situations, we have to talk about it. We have to be honest. If you fake, you fake. If you're not fake, you're not fake. There's not any other way around it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying you being fake is affecting my bottom line. It's not affecting my bottom line. I will get what I'm getting. You see what I'm saying? But if you fake, I'm gonna say you fake. You full of it.
Right.
Is it not what I have to do as a human being?
So okay, again, so you're saying that O'Shea is fake for this?
The video speak for itself. I'm not even going to use his name. The video speak for itself.
Okay.
The video, those people who can analyze this video can see exactly what's going on in there.
Right.
Did he do it 10 years ago? Did he do it 15 years ago? Did he do it 2 years ago, 2 days ago? Like I said, everybody's a work in progress. If you thought that way yesterday, maybe you're not thinking that way today.
Okay.
I always give the benefit of the doubt to a human being. Everybody can change. You see what I'm saying? Pimp become good people. Women who are prostitutes got jobs today and they're raising kids.
So my thing is, can you hear me?
I didn't hear you
Oh, what is your opinion? Because I truly, this about me. I'm not the one in Uganda. I'm not a Ugandan whatsoever. If I don't know, I have zero power in Uganda. I'm not Ugandan. I'm just here to do the research and bring what's in front of you guys here. That's what I've been doing. That's what I continue to do.
My opinion. You want to hear my opinion?
your opinion on this. So because Brian is here too. He's been waiting. I want to bring him on.
Because no problem. My opinion is that I'm hearing a lot about Pan-Africanism over here, whatever that's going on here on the YouTube, right?
Right.
Bro, if you want to go to Africa because of the women, you can do so, man. We got women's over there who want to be married, who want to explore things, man. You can do that. Don't fake your way into Africa. I'm not saying don't, like, I would advise you not to. If you choose to do so, that's fine. If you put it under a movement to trick people, to take advantage of people, it's going to become a problem. But on your own risk, do so if that's what you want. That's my opinion. That's all.
All right. I'll bring in Brian too. Brian, welcome to the show. Is this Brian?
Whoop. Here we go. Thanks a lot for having me on, bro. Look, I think you have your perspective. St. James had this, Nico has this, O'Shea has this. You know what I mean? However,
I didn't share my perspective yet. I just laid out what their minister is saying. I didn't give my opinion on it. I'm just sticking with facts. So I think people are confused, or they are upset that I should, that's what blows my mind. Africans themselves are never held accountable for the things that they invite in. Or completely, pretending like these women are just some innocent, people who don't know what they are doing. Right? But I was just presenting what their minister is advertising and what the law, according to that, what their law accepts. So those are what I presented, and then I showed the video, and I wanted to hear what people
whether you shared your perspective or not. I feel like one thing that you miss is the difference between sex tourism and sex trafficking. And now let's put that into perspective, right?
But I haven't shared my perspective yet.
No, I know you've not, but that's something that we're missing. Over the course of you conversing with the other guys, Nico, I came into the video I watched a bit of the Ugandan minister's advertisement, and then that's why I pretty much came into the video. So I won't be watching for long anyway. But from what I've heard so far, you guys have missed the definition of sex tourism versus sex trafficking. So tourism in itself, the common word in both is sex, but the tourism in itself is pretty much, tourism is sightseeing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Tourism is somewhat of, just like you said, tourist attraction. So let's say the covetous woman of Uganda is a tourist attraction. What does that mean? Like in every other nation and in every other context, it means that there's something that's worth to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So let's say a pageant, like a beauty pageant, is an attraction. That's a tourist attraction. That would be what the Prime Minister was trying to promote. The tourist attraction. So hold on for a few seconds, right?
No, hold on. I'll ask you.
That's what the minister was trying to promote.
Give me a second. I'll ask you questions. Give me a second. So I get what you're saying. Now, I don't know what he means or not mean, but I know what he's showing. We all could see it. So if you take grown women and you showed them as the tourist attraction, covetous women, you're showing it to the world. Yeah. Okay. What type of, what type of men, what type of people was he advertising this women to? Who is he trying to attract?
It's not necessarily a type of people, although like with anything else in business and marketing,
there's people.
You always market to a segment.
Do
Do you think?
Look, this
Wait,
is a
wait,
blow
wait,
in the
wait.
wind.
Hold on,
This is
hold
a
on.
blow in the wind. Now, just let me
Okay.
finish my point. Just let me finish the
You
point I was
gotta,
going
you
to make
gotta,
earlier on.
Brian. Don't argue with the host. You gotta allow me to ask you questions.
Yeah, but let me
Okay?
answer the questions then.
But let me finish. Let me finish here. So you are telling me, okay, it's just tourist attraction, right? Let's say somebody going on a safari.
I've not
You
even
can
spoken on sex
wait.
trafficking yet.
No, wait. Somebody going on a safari, right? They're going to bring their child with them, correct or not? You can bring your child,
Maybe.
but it's appropriate. It will be appropriate to bring your child with you if you are going to a safari to see the animals. Is that correct?
It's appropriate to bring your child, but you might not bring your child. It's at your own discretion.
But no, but would it be appropriate to bring a child on a safari to see lions, giraffes, and things like that? That would be
Oh,
appropriate, right?
you're breaking off, breaking in and out.
No, but let's just say nobody would find that inappropriate. Maybe few, but
Can't hear you at all.
can you hear me now?
A little bit better.
Okay. You would agree with me that that would be appropriate, right?
Can't hear you at all, at all. So I don't know if you can go out and fix this and come back in real quick. Like you just have to fix it. No one can hear you.
People, can you hear me? Hit 1 if you can hear me.
Okay, that's now you clear. You're clear now. You're clear.
Okay. So answer this question real quick, right? You would agree with me that there's nothing inappropriate about taking your child on a safari, right? To see the lions and other animals, right?
There's nothing appropriate as long as it's safe.
No, I'm talking about, is that inappropriate?
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone watches this video of this minister, showcasing these women, and they click it in their head that, hey, I'm going to Uganda, to this tourist attraction to meet these curvaceous women. Do you think it would be appropriate for them to come with their child to see these curvaceous women?
No, see, so I can't hear you. Breaking. You're breaking up, like you're breaking in and out, and so I'm just gonna say my point and go, right?
Well,
so sex, that's real sex.
wait, hold on. No. Before you get to
breaking in and
that,
out.
dude, before you answer that, I want you to answer this first. Would it be appropriate?
I can't hear you. If I can't hear you, I can answer the question. When you asking the question, you start breaking up.
Okay, Brian, if you don't want to answer the question, I'm just gonna let you go. Would it be appropriate?
If you start breaking in and out when you're asking the question, I couldn't hear you the last time.
Okay, I'll drop you and bring you back in. Just a sec. Hold on, okay? Okay. Now this network should be perfect. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. So let's get back on track. So we agree that it's not inappropriate to, if you're going on, let's say you want to go on tourism to Kenya, you come there with your child to go see the animals, right? There's nothing inappropriate about that. Would you agree with me?
Sorry, ask the question again.
Brian, I'm going to try one more time, okay? Is it inappropriate
for someone to take their child with them, like they're going on tourism to Kenya to go see the animals?
That would not be inappropriate.
Okay. Now, if someone sits there, you watch this minister advertise the curvaceous women as a tourist attraction, do you think it would be appropriate for that same individual to take their child with them to go see this tourist attraction?
It will be inappropriate to take a child. Yeah.
Okay. A man sitting there watching this minister parade these women. Okay. What would be their intention to go to this tourist attraction? What would be the intention? They don't have to tell us, but
to see the curvaceous woman, no?
To see the curvaceous women, right?
Now,
so
yeah,
wait. You think so? Is it their intention? Are they just gonna stop? It's just gonna stop at seeing them, or it's about sex?
Now, this is where you were meant to let me finish my original point.
Well, just
because
answer.
No.
I'll let you wait a minute. I'll let you finish your. I'll let you talk. But I just want us to set up a premise here.
This what I'm saying. The question I'm going to answer is my original point.
Wait, the people that would be coming when they see this, do you think they are coming there for sex, or just to say, I'm just here to see the curvaceous women?
A proportion of them will come for sex. A proportion of them will come for just sightseeing. Now, this way you have to let me answer my question, because it's going to lead to what you're saying now, right? So the difference between sex tourism and trafficking, like every other tourist sport in the world, like let's say, for example, in Ireland, there's a popular tourist sport known as the Cliff of Moher. Now, it's a cliff. A cliff is climbable, but just because they ask you to come see the cliff doesn't mean that you should climb the cliff.
We're talking about human. We're talking about humans here.
No, this is an analogy. It's an appropriate and acceptable climbing the cliff, because that's what humans do anyway. That doesn't mean it's right. It's the same as the Dublin Spire. You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me
the difference between the tourism, no, the difference between the tourism and the trafficking is that to traffic is to move in a certain direction. Because well, it's to move in a certain direction. And in moving in a certain direction, initiated of trade has to be paid. That's why it's called the trafficking. You're moving these women or men from place to place, to people for different reasons. When a trade transaction is involved, that's when it's called trafficking. The difference between what the minister said and what O'Shea said is that O'Shea had initiated the idea of paying to get them. When he mentioned the $20 thing, and he said something like, you should come down here for $20, get a free, what do you call it? You could get a woman or so and so. I don't even know so much of the video. I didn't watch so much of those videos, but I just seen them on your stuff now. But the minister did not make statement like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make those sorts of initiations in his speech. That's the difference between the minister and O'Shea.
So
now, them is coming from a legal perspective.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, I get that. So that's why I was asking you these questions. He doesn't have to say, come here, for sex.
And I know, yeah,
it
enhances it.
Okay.
Enhances tourism. Enhances the trafficking.
Wait.
No, tourism enhances the trafficking. You're saying the same thing.
Hold on. Give me a minute. He doesn't have to, go into that. This is why he was, already putting up the defense, saying, I know some people are going to say this is immoral. That's why he's saying this. So this idea, the argument that people are trying to bring up to say the minister is not selling sex, I totally disagree with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let me finish my original point. We would have come to the same consensus. Tourism enhances trafficking. That's why, like I said, the Cliff of Moher example, look, it's like a Trojan decision, right? You make a decision and other things come with it. You just cannot tell a whole lump of people to come see a cliff and then expect some of them to climb it. Some of them are going to climb, some of them are not going to climb. However, it's illegal. Now, from the perspective of the prime minister, we can judge him legally, because that's why you brought the nuance of laws and if it's legal, if prostitution is legal in Uganda or not. But from an O'Shea's perspective, you have to understand. That's why I say you're missing the point, because it's about the context, not necessarily your perspective. It's about the context as a whole, the case that we're judging. It's from the O'Shea's perspective. You have to understand that these guys are judging him from a moral perspective, not a legal perspective.
Well,
Because
that's not what
the introduction we've got to
Brian,
O'Shea Duke Jackson is based on Pan-Africanism. So it's a
Brian,
moral perspective that they're judging him from, not a legal perspective. So when
Brian,
you try bringing law into it, it still would not counter the argument.
Brian,
You know what I mean?
Brian, I'll have to agree with you on a point here. Okay? When you said the minister, because you're removing the minister from it, but I want you to add him there. When you said the sex tourism enhances trafficking, I'm totally with you on that. I agree with you.
It enhances it, just like I said. It's
because
a Trojan decision.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying here is the minister. The point I'm trying to make is he is opening up Pandora's box by simply advertising their women that way.
Now, let me tell you the difference. Just like I said earlier on, the tourism and the trafficking difference would be that in tourism, when the minister said, "Come see the courageous women of Uganda" or whatever, just like in South Africa, there are pageants where like the girls even actually go naked. You know what I'm saying? These are
Wait. Say that again.
Oh, you didn't know that in South Africa, like I think it's part of the Zulu people thing, whatever they do, like they'll go half naked, their breasts will be open out, and they'll wear like pants and stuff and a little bit of traditional attire around their waist, and they do a beauty pageant. But stuff like that is the sightseeing, that is the tourism.
Okay,
it's not trafficking, it's not about having sex, it's not prostitution.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you had the opportunity to research Uganda and sex tourism yet?
No, first and foremost, we're dealing with an isolated case of O'Shea.
No. Well,
no, we're dealing with an isolated.
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, Brian
is the subject.
Brian, wait. You cannot overtalk the host. You gotta let me speak. Okay. What I'm asking here is, have you had the opportunity to look into this?
No.
Okay. Now you can carry on. He said, what do you want to say about O'Shea?
First and foremost, you're asking me, so I'm going to have to take you back to your question. Do you ask me if I've had the opportunity to research about sex tourism in Uganda?
Right.
I didn't have to research that. I'm talking about O'Shea Duke Jackson and not sex tourism in Uganda.
Well, it's pretty
First
important.
and foremost, sex tourism, I know. The only thing I know about sex tourism in Uganda is that it's illegal. Anyway. So anyone that sorry.
Hey, not if it's part of the attraction, like the minister said.
No,
okay.
No, sex trafficking is illegal. Not the tourism. Sex trafficking is illegal. That's what I know. The sex tourism, it's not necessarily sex that they're promoting out. Is the bodies of the women, the curvaceous women tourism. Let's call it that.
Okay.
It's not necessarily sex tourism.
Okay, so
he is what is. He is what is because
wait a minute.
Okay, I'll give you a good example, right?
Give me a second.
The process.
Wait, I have to mute you, Brian. You gotta let the host talk. You can't overtalk the host. So I'm gonna ask you. You said they are showing this woman's body, but it's nothing sexual, right? Is that what you're saying?
I beg you, ask that question again.
Are you telling me that they're advertising this woman's body, but it's not about sex? That's what, and I'm asking you, did you go check out Uganda and sex tourism? There's a reason why I asked you this.
Okay, so did you check it out yourself? And
I
there's something
did.
that you have to tell us, just tell us.
Well.
No, if there's something you have to tell us then.
Well,
because we don't get the reason
did
you're asking
you
us that
did
question. We
you
don't get the
did
scope.
you hold on? Did you or you didn't? That's all I'm asking.
I didn't. And if you
Okay.
have done, tell us what you need to tell us that you think you have to
I
tell us.
have shown. Okay, so did you hear what the minister was saying and some of
I
the
heard
people
what he's saying. I heard what he
Okay.
was saying. What he
So
said was this,
does that
right?
matter?
No, what he said was this. He was saying something about come see the woman, and he was giving them a little bit of an insight into the attitude of the woman, the reason the women do certain things, like when they raise their
Do you
hands
want me to
and stuff
play
like
it
that.
for you? Do you want me to play it for you again? So we
You
can
might
be on.
have to, you might have to, but however, just leave that on the side for the meantime. But what I know is that
I don't
when
see.
the minister,
See, Brian, I get exactly where you're coming from whatsoever. Okay, I get that, but you have to remember this minister's words, they carry weight. Okay, when you advertise this, you're opening Pandora's box. That's what he's doing. We have to take that into account.
okay,
That's
so
that's
the
what
minister was,
he's doing.
yeah,
Why I don't
the
know
minister
why
was
anyone
advertising.
I don't get
No,
why anyone isn't talking about that part.
the minister is advertising beauty pageants and
Okay,
covetous women pageants,
wait,
not
whoa,
fucking on the
wait,
bed, bro.
wait.
Like it's literally that's literally the case. It's not sex, it's advertising, it's tourism. Come see the covetous women. They believe that those women are the most most covetous women on the face of the planet.
So
Come have a look at them in a pageant.
So you are telling me you didn't do any research, but yet you want to tell me that no sex is involved. But I'm telling you here, you can go do the research. You're going to see not only, for some reason, I don't know why everyone is focused on just the women. In fact, the men too, there's old Europeans that go there, old Europeans, old, Americans, they go there for this. That's what they go there for.
They go there but
sex.
There is not, yeah, for sex, but the pathway to them
they're
having
there
sex,
to read. They're
it's
there
not
to
via
read
the
the
government.
Bible. So are they there to read the Bible?
The pathway to the sex trafficking is not via the government sex tourism initiative.
Who's inviting? Who's inviting them? Who's inviting them?
They're not invited by anyone. They've traveled down there themselves, like every other tourist.
So the government of these countries are not the ones that initiate and make the path.
They only promoted as what they find to be like a tourism attraction. It's like when let's say I travel to Netherlands, Rotterdam, which is probably the hotspot for sex trafficking.
So
it's not
it is not.
by the
Are you
government.
saying?
However, the reality is there already.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying here is, right? Are you telling me that this minister promoting these women, this is just an innocent thing, and these people are gonna come and they're just gonna, the intention is for them to just look at these women and then go back to their hotel room and chill and then pack their bags?
That's partly the intention. Like in some parts of South Africa, that's partly the intention.
But
now the
no,
minister knows that
we're talking about Uganda here.
I know, I understand. The minister understands that there's going to be certain damages done. However, he hopes that he makes more money than the damages that are done.
Wait, is this your opinion, or you saying for sure this is what it is?
That's what it is. It's simple. It's tourist. There's a difference between tourism attraction and the other one is sex trafficking. It's as simple as that.
Well, my thing is, I have a problem with them advertising those women as the tourist attraction. putting their curves out there. I have an issue with that.
We all have an issue with that.
No. First
We
of
all
all,
have an issue with that.
my thing is the reason why I'm bringing this up. If, for instance, let's say a Gambian minister shows this video and they are promoting this type of thing, I'm not gonna be coming here talking about I'm trying to hold the people that are coming, accountable. I would start with the minister and the tourism board. That's who I'm gonna go after. That's who my campaign would be launched against, because they're the ones. Wait a minute, because there's nothing, you cannot tell me anything good can come from that. What good can come from this?
Okay, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, right? Will you say that there is a measure of sex tourism going on in the Gambia?
Of course, there is. But
have the government of Gambia ever promoted any sex tourism in the country before?
No, they did not. See, it's one thing, nobody's saying it's one thing for something illegal to be happening versus, the minister himself. In fact, I'm going to find a video. I'm going to bring that video another time to play it here. When the Gambian tourist minister, went to Europe, when he found out that, in fact, there are people that are going to this country for sex tourism, you will see how hot he gets and he almost loses his mind.
Yeah, but the reason I asked you that question is because you said we have to go at the system that's promoting the courageous women of Uganda. Let's say we go at that. That's not going to stop the sex trafficking.
Yeah, but
do you want to know why? No, let me finish saying this. But do you want to know why?
Brian,
you want to know why? It's because the women that to be sexually trafficked are there anyway. Osheduk Jackson did not go down there to Uganda because he watched the Prime Minister's video of promoting sex tourism. No, he didn't go down there because of that to traffic the women.
Look, I'm sure maybe that's not what the case is, but either way, he is there. Okay, he's there.
He's gonna be there regardless.
Hold on. He is there. It's one thing for something immoral to be happening, but it's another thing the minister advertising it. You see, that's a problem. I don't know why nobody is pointing that out. People want to argue with me to say what the law is or not.
People will point that out. However,
but how come they're not pointing? They're not pointing that out.
People feel like you're defending O'Shea.
That's feelings. Okay, first of all, why would I? Why would I be defending him on something that? But what I'm saying,
but what I'm gonna say is this.
No. Wait a minute. I'm glad you point. Like, why would I defend O'Shea on something that I wouldn't do? That doesn't mean I won't speak the truth. But why would I defend him on something I disagree with? Like, why?
So I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to the people about that. But what I'm gonna say is this. I'm just gonna repeat something, right? I said people feel like I don't speak for the people.
That's their feelings.
About that. So
feelings are not
real. Me about that. Don't ask me about them. But what I'm gonna say is this once again. The reason why people are judging O'Shea from a moral perspective is because the introduction they've had to O'Shea Jackson is via Pan-Africanism. So people would judge him from a moral perspective. So you bringing the law into it still doesn't play any role in reasonably countering their argument.
But did you understand why I asked about the law?
You tell us why you asked about the law.
Because I saw what this minister put out there.
The minister put out there. He promoted pageants, beauty pageants of the courageous women.
But that's not. But that's
sex
not
trade. He did not promote sex trade. O'Shea Jackson is the only person in your video that promoted sex trade.
Dude, it's
It's
the
right
minister
here.
never mentioned anything about paying money to get women.
Oh,
He never mentioned anything.
you think it's free?
You see that there they say tourist attraction,
Yeah.
not trafficking.
Okay. Well, I think at this point you're playing games. You think some
I'm not
men are
thinking.
just
No,
gonna,
I'm taking it
you
literal.
think,
There's a
wait a
difference
minute,
between
wait
sex
a
tourism
minute,
and sex trafficking.
wait a minute. That's why I said go and check their, the website. And in fact, in Uganda,
No, that's why I said if there's anything we're missing, you tell us the information.
In Uganda, sex trafficking is big. Did you know this?
By individuals that
Look, I'm just saying
involved in sex trafficking.
what I'm saying, it is big. So the minister saying this, that doesn't help. Do you get that?
Do you think it doesn't help? But of course, do you think the promotion of the courageous women of Uganda
doesn't help either?
Sex tourism.
It's wrong.
Do you think it's what sprung sex tourism in Uganda? Yes or no?
Yes. It's bringing
sprung
sex.
It. And
yes,
it sprung it in Uganda. Okay, now I can tell you that you are being disingenuous with that.
Okay,
so
thank you.
The sex tourism that's so big in Uganda was sprung by the minister promoting the courageous women of Uganda.
Oh, good. Okay, well, Brian.
When was that video made?
Thank you.
Okay.
Which video?
I have to go.
No, wait. Before you go, I wanted to say. Hold on.
The one of the prime minister, the minister promoting.
Oh, so now we have to go to when it was made. Should we also look at
when was it made? No, I'm just
wait. When was O'Shea's video made?
You answer the question of when the prime minister video was made.
When was O'Shea's video made?
No, ask your question first. Like if you can't answer, you might as well let it go.
Okay. So let me remind you of this. Remember, you were supposed to hit the PayPal. You still haven't hit it. So everybody heard you. Since we have you on the show, you were talking big. Since we have you here, the PayPal is running through the scroller. Can you see it?
Okay, let me tell you something like this, right? At least on this one, you can't call me a scammer. You can't call me a Nigerian scammer. You know what? Because it's actually my money. I give money to whatever platform I feel like is deserving of it at a point in time. And are you giving out this disingenuous information that you just done on your show? It doesn't help the situation.
Really? The other day you came, you said I cannot call you a scammer. Well, the people are here, they heard exactly what you said. And
I didn't scam you though.
Look, I'm just it didn't scam me, but hey, it just makes you a liar. It's
my
just
money.
I get it. I get it.
What is good? Don't worry. You keep on doing what you're doing, yeah. You keep on doing what you're doing, and hopefully good work will come from you. You know what I'm saying? And then we will support your team. So now,
Yo, what's up?
Hey, this is I got you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, what's the sex tourism law in Uganda?
Well, it's not about the law. It's about what the minister is advertising to the world. Did you see the video?
Say something, and that is a pageant. It's not a law. It's not Ugandan law.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you.
So show me the law. Showing me a video.
And we're here to correct
hold on. Let me show you exactly what the minister is advertising.
Okay, show me.
Did you did you see the video earlier?
Yep.
Okay, so does that matter to you?
No, because that video doesn't really tell me it's a law. Show me the law.
So wait a minute. Hold on. So you are telling me right now that
show me written law.
Hold on. So you're telling me right now what this minister is advertising doesn't hold water? Is that what you're telling me?
That's a pageant. Do you see anywhere written?
Wait. Hold on. Does this matter to you here? Oh, hold on. Does this matter here?
Tourist attraction. It doesn't say Ugandan law. Sex tourism is allowed.
So if somebody engages in this,
would it be illegal in Uganda?
I'm not a Ugandan, so I don't know. That's why I'm
So,
asking you, show me the law. You said it's a law. I'm not here to
well,
argue. Show me the law.
okay. Well, I just told you what the minister is advertising, and they can
Come
do
on.
this
You
in
said you
Uganda.
did your research.
Nobody, nobody. No,
Here's
what
the
I'm saying. Hold on, hold on,
ugandanlaws.com.
hold on,
Show me the
hold
law.
on,
Where is it?
hold
Where's
on.
the law?
What I'm telling you is what we're showing here about O'Shea. We're talking about O'Shea, right?
Yup.
Okay. Tell me what O'Shea have done here that is illegal. I'm not saying moral, illegal as far as Ugandan law goes.
I mean, I don't know any Ugandan law. You said yourself as an individual, you did the research. That's why I want you to show me written law.
Well, I'm just telling you what is pertaining to O'Shea's case here.
Yeah, you said it's legal. Show me
It is legal what he
Okay,
did.
show me the document. Show me the law.
I
Show
just
me the
showed you
law.
what the
How's that the
minister
law?
is
Showing
saying.
me a video is not showing me the law.
So
Use common sense.
wait. Okay, calm down. What I'm trying to tell you here.
Don't play dumb. Show me the law.
Okay.
What's the meaning of
Hold on.
law? Show me.
Hold on. Calm down. You're being disrespectful right now. So just answer this question for me real quick.
Uh-huh.
In O'Shea's video, because you made the
Yeah.
video, right?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me in that video, let's deal with that for now. Tell me, since you have the law here, right? What law did he break in Uganda?
I don't know. I'm here to get the information from
But
you.
you
You're the host.
made the
I
video,
said
right?
allegedly. Do you understand what allegedly means? I even put in the title. I didn't say he
Okay.
was.
All right.
Allegedly means without proof. That's why I want you to
okay.
show me proof that it's legal in Uganda.
Okay. So this is why I went and pulled up exactly what Uganda is advertising to bring people in.
And tell me when that video was made. Just tell me.
When was O'Shea's videos made? Do you know how long ago it was?
It was back in 2018, somewhere right there.
Back in 2018.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see when this video was made here. Give me a second here. Let's see. So you didn't check to see how long ago that O'Shea's videos were made, right? You're not sure?
Nope.
Okay, hold on.
But that doesn't really matter. I'm just here for you to show me the law. That's what matters to me.
Give me a second here. So you made this video, right? You're talking about O'Shea should be arrested, but
Did
you
I
cannot.
say that? Did I say that?
Well, no, but you're saying, hold on.
I just
Wait.
told fellow Africans to watch the video. It's for them to suggest or to think what they think. That's why I said allegedly.
Okay. Give me a second.
Show me where I said I want O'Shea to be arrested.
No.
Where?
You didn't say that, but Nico said that. But
I'm not Nico. I'm not that individual.
I just want to make sure we are on the same page here. Give me a second. Let me pull up the video. Oh, there.
Cover women in the country.
Okay, so that video was made in 2019.
And it showed me the law.
Kid, I don't have to show you any law. I just told you what the minister is advertising.
How is that the law? Show me. There's
wait a minute.
Can you go to ugandalaws.com? Did you do your research thoroughly?
Hold on. Wait, what law here? Since you have the law in front of you, right?
I don't know. I'm just here to show you.
Hold on.
Website.
Wait a minute. You're on the website, right?
Yeah.
Show me within this law here.
Yeah.
Which law did O'Shea break?
Did I say he broke any law?
It's important if you want me to go into the law code here.
I
Isn't it
didn't claim
important?
he broke a law or anything. You're the one who claims it's legal. That's why I
No,
want you to
it
show
is.
me
This
where.
is legal. What he's doing there.
Yeah,
You
then
know, is
show
it? Hold on. There's a difference between legality and immoral act. There's a
Yeah,
difference there.
yeah, I
So
understand.
for me, morally, I disagree with it. Would
Uh-huh.
I ever do that?
No.
Never. I would never ever do that.
Yup.
But as far as what Nico was saying, that's
Yeah.
the part I'm trying to bring to his attention, that he did not break Ugandan law. That's what I'm trying to put to him. So
Okay,
if you since you have it right here, telling me, because I don't see it.
I didn't claim anything is illegal or legal.
Well,
I'm just
if
here
it,
to
yeah, but
tell
if
you.
it's not showcasing it, if it's not showing it,
Then
right?
why aren't you
So
showing it?
between, hold on, two consenting adults, right? Engaging in what they are engaging in.
Yeah.
Is that illegal?
No, I didn't
Okay.
claim it was illegal. Why are you telling
Okay.
me that? I'm not Nico.
Okay.
You
Then why are we talking about this? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Had
Yeah.
to talk to someone.
So then
Okay,
why are we talking about it?
you claimed it was legal, and you claimed
It's legal.
yeah. Then show me the law.
And why do I have to show you the law? If
Because
you believe, hold on. Let me come. Since you have it in front of you, right? If what I'm saying, if you believe that, this is illegal, I'm wrong whatsoever,
I
just
don't,
point it,
sir.
point it out.
I don't think you're wrong. I'm just here to tell you there's a
So,
website.
okay,
I'm here to.
wait. So you are here to show me the website. You've had the chance to see it, right?
I didn't look through it. I'm just here to tell you that there's a website for you to go and show me where it's legal.
Well, I'm just telling you right now what he's doing between two consenting adults. I mean, is it right? Like what he's doing on the camera? Absolutely not.
I mean,
but is it illegal?
Did I claim it was illegal? I'm just an innocent person here to. I'm telling you, show me where it's legal. You're the one who claimed it's legal. I didn't claim anything.
Oh, you want me to show you?
Yeah, show me
what is legal.
Showing me a video of someone.
You're sitting. Hold on. You're sitting there, right? With this right in front of you, that you could see clearly for yourself. There's nothing there that says what he's doing is legal. Why don't you pull up?
Did I claim it was illegal?
Hold on. Pull up consent. Sex consent in Uganda. Like, since you have the law
Okay,
there,
what do you want me to search up?
just pull it up. What they say about that.
There's not really anything about anything that has to do with sex in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't see that, Alfredamus.
Okay. But
you say you did thorough research, so I want you to show me. Yeah, show me.
I did. And so you don't see. Wait. You're sitting there. Like I said, you're seeing it, right? You're seeing it right in front of you. Yep. So if you cannot show me that, and you can clearly see it, I can barely see what you're showing me, but you can't see it. So we cannot discuss it.
Then we're just on both grounds, I guess. I didn't claim it was illegal. Did you claim it was legal?
No. Hold on. Ask that question. You said, did I claim what?
Did you claim it was legal? If it's a no, then
no. Look,
then we're on the same ground.
Hold on. The reason why I brought up the minister, right?
Yeah.
I went and did the research on because when people talk about sex tourism, there's a reason why certain places attract people that are into that. It's not like the people, they just get up and go there, because some governments are like super tight on this. They crack down on people. So I wanted to see where Uganda stands on this. So there was lots and lots of articles that kept popping up. And I saw the advertisement because I wanted to see what they're advertising to the world. And I came across this. You see what I'm saying? I came across this because I wanted to put 2 and 2 together to see why Uganda. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I
And
think it's a misunderstanding
okay.
because many people think that you saw somewhere it's written where it says we allow sex tourism.
No, they're not gonna do that, because as far as like, when you go to countries, when they are dealing with tourists, they have a tourism board. They have certain things they advertise at certain times. So when they're advertising that, that means it is legal.
Yeah, you could say that, but if you want to go by laws, you have to see it written. Sorry
Yeah,
to break it to you, but you have to see it written.
I'm saying,
You
as far
might
as
say in the African way, like if
no,
we advertise,
yeah,
it means we allow it. So,
right. That's because when the minister, because you can go online, there's articles. In fact, I have to throw this out there. There's Ugandans who are against this. They've written against it. They are completely against it. I think most people are misunderstanding, the conversation I'm having here with people, because they think I'm here to defend or share. No, I'm saying, why don't we look at, the country, what are they allowing? What are they allowing to happen? Because if they are not allowing it, it's not going to attract people. Isn't that
then
correct?
yeah, they're not allowing it or not going against it, but you might want to like think about how you like put it out to people. Like maybe say Uganda is promoting it, but it's not an actual law saying we allow sex tourism.
But if people go there, right? They're doing these things. Are they going to prosecute them for it?
I don't think so. That's just
that's my point. That is my point. Like, they're not going to prosecute them for it. So they might as well just put it in stone and stamp it at the airport. Because
I think there was a misunderstanding on that.
Yeah. So it's like there are Ugandans who live in the West who are against this, and they've made their voices heard about it. You see, they are totally against it. I'm not here to say yeah or nay. I'm just trying to build a connection here for people to see, hey, this man, is not doing anything different than all those many Europeans. Because do you know there's like you can see a YouTuber, like somebody sent this to me in a chat. This guy, he's in Uganda. Like he speaks on that. That's what he's about. That's sex tourism. That's what he's doing. Way bigger than O'Shea. I think, in fact, in your chat, somebody else put it there too. Did you see it?
No, I haven't looked at my chat.
Yeah, I think I saw it there. Somebody put the link.
Yeah, and I saw some comments on your comment section. People are complaining that you're not calling out O'Shea or something like that.
Right, but
They want you to call him out about being fake. So
yeah,
when you do
well,
it, you did it to Go Black to Africa yesterday. You said, see guys, this is what he really thinks about
right,
violence. So
right.
can you call him out for us?
Yeah, but what do you guys want me to call him out for? To say, oh, O'Shea, you're completely wrong for
No, not on
parading.
the tourism thing. They want you to just say, yeah, O'Shea, you're a fake Pan-African. You don't really care about Africa. My
But
fellow Africans don't follow him. That's what the chat wants you to say from reading one of the
oh,
people.
so they want me to say what they could just easily say on their own.
I don't know. You ask them.
Because this is the thing. Like, I don't see, I'm not the type that people can just say, hey, you gotta say this, and I say it. I see things for what they are. I mean, do you know that the videos I've heard about O'Shea, he himself, did you know he advertises himself as this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the video. So how can I turn around and call him fake when I see this video? He said, he talks about it. He talks about what did he call himself? He's about buying the sandals and weaves. He said he's a simp. This is what he does.
Yep. But
Yeah.
do you agree that
So to say that he's fake, he's living to to what he talked about. The reason why I said Go Black was fake is because what he's promoting and what he wrote are two completely different things. But this man talks about this. This is what he said. Hey, he said, I'm a simp. I'm about buying that sandal and weaves for these women. And that's what I do. If he was coming, right? Like Go Black, like he's saying, oh, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm, like, this is, I don't do this. He bashes this. He's against that. And then this video comes out. Guess what? That would make him fake. But if the person is living up to what they are preaching, how can you call them fake?
yeah, it depends on how you look at it, but
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, this is what he advertises. I've heard him. I'm surprised people are shocked by this. Like, I've heard him.
some people don't watch his other channels, so that's why I think they're surprised about it. They just watch Kanganda or whatever it is.
No, like if you look in his relationship, videos, his O'Shea Duke Jackson videos, he talks about this, so I don't see what people, want me to call him about being fake for. And they want to talk about the Pan-Africanist stuff. Like, I mean, you've been watching me, you come here. Like, are you confused by where I stand as far as the Pan-Africanist thing goes?
No.
Yeah. So like, all the people that are confused would ask me to say something about that. I talk about that all the time. I talk about the fakeness and all that. Isn't that what I talk about constantly?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's just the same thing. I think because when I said they promote this in Uganda, that's what they don't like. But hey, I'm not the one promoting it. Their own minister is doing this, and people, they are going there.
Yeah, I just think you don't know how to word it when you say law.
Well, they might
Have
as well if they cannot if they are not going to, you know, prosecute someone for it and it's advertised, because you know, like some laws they don't have to write it, but it is law. You know that, right?
Yeah, you could say that is the
Yeah,
African way from
yeah.
the Guatemalans.
But you see, like this right here, just like you've heard my other videos previously. Do you think that from my videos I would promote this or
No,
support it? I'm totally against it, but we also have to point out, you know, why it's happening. I think it's very important, you know, to make those connections, because when I showed Nico what their own minister is saying, he said he didn't know this.
I mean, when you were talking to the young individual, you told him, "Do you know this is a law in Uganda?" Tell me what that means.
Right, because just
Is it
like I
a law?
said,
I
yeah,
mean, you're
well,
just guessing around based on the
no,
video.
there are, because when an elected official or selected official who is given the power, you know, put in charge of this, and he is promoting this, right? You might as well call that the law, because they're not going to prosecute somebody for engaging in that. Because if you go online, I'm telling you, you're going to see a whole lot,
Yeah, I
like a
get what you're
whole lot.
saying, but when you
Yeah, and
say,
to be honest, even me myself, right? When I saw it, I was like, "What?" Because I know, like some places, like even like Gambia, they have like sex tourism there, but the minister would never advertise that. Like most people are not even aware of that. You see, it's one thing for people to sneak around and do that, but it's another thing for like an actual official to invite people to that, because that doesn't leave room. That doesn't leave room for them to take legal action when they ever catch people doing that. They should be able to leave room for it, right?
yeah, you could say that, but
Yeah, because if
all,
you, for example, if you like, you know, invite people to your house, for instance, you advertise and say, "Hey, everybody coming in, you know, in here, you know, can eat my burrito sandwich," you know, and and the people, like you advertise it, they heard you, they're like, "All right, I'm coming in because I like burrito." They come and they eat the burrito. Like you don't even have to write it, but if they take your burrito, would they be wrong?
you're just, let me say this, you're going off like a ghetto law of things where you just
No,
say it and
no,
that's
I'm
where we're
telling
not.
you,
Yeah,
no.
that's let me talk. I let you talk. That's where we're not connecting. I'm going off legitimate. Like show me where it's written. That's where I'm coming from. You're going
Well,
off of the minister said it in the video, which he didn't say it.
so is
He
it
just
is it
promoting a
is this
pageant or
wait,
Carvey something.
if a minister says something,
Don't you always say not to do the African way of things?
but this is in Africa. We are not in Africa though. I'm telling you, you know what prevails in on that land. Like
Yeah,
we
that's
here, what I'm saying,
yeah, I
us,
agree with you,
right?
but the chat, the people are
Well,
want you
that's
to like
fine.
show them the law. They don't want you to
Well,
go off of a
well,
video.
well,
That's what they want. So
well. I think most of those people are being emotional. Um, they think me saying something what that's going to change what the realities are. You know,
Yeah, so
that doesn't change anything until, right, they go and show me that, you know, these things they are advertising, right? Someone went and acted on it, and they got arrested and locked up for it, and they're prosecuting people for it. Then sure, then we can have a conversation. But I'm telling you, people like these people that are into sex tourism are flocking to that country.
yep. I mean,
Yeah,
all I wanted to say is you didn't like make it clear. You just said it's a law. So let's get this straight. For me, there's nowhere in the law where it talks about S tourism. We can both agree with that, right? There's nowhere in their tourism law where it talks about S tourism.
it's promoted, right?
But that doesn't mean there's a law written somewhere about it.
Well,
We can both agree with that.
what I'm saying, you have to remember how laws work. Not everything that is law in a country have to be written. You do realize that, right? Even here in the United States.
Yeah, that's the African way. If you want to say that.
Well, I'm just saying, when it comes to, because if they are not going to prosecute people for it, and when a minister says it and advertises it as that, think about it. Like, why would their minister advertise such a thing and have people come and then they prosecute them on it? They're not going to do that. That's my whole point. And like I said, people, they're acting on it.
Yeah, so you're going based off of jungle law, where it doesn't have to be written down.
No, it's not.
That's
It's
where,
not.
yeah,
It's not. It's not.
That's where the connection isn't being met, because people actually want to see the written law. That's where it's not.
This is a minister, is a government official. You know that, right? He's a government official. So I don't believe this man is just, talking, out of his, you know what, like just because he feels like saying this and then boom, he says it. That's not how it works.
And did he mention anything with? Did he mention anything with S tourism?
He doesn't have to.
So we're just going off of the African jungle way of thinking. We're guessing, it's a law.
No, but
because it's not written anywhere. There's nowhere written S tourism is allowed in Uganda. It's legal. That's that's where I think people are confused, or because you're just going off of African jungle way of thinking.
Look, these people that are watching this and seeing what this minister is talking about, what he's promoting, they are just plain naive. They know exactly what type of people this would attract. It is not attracting people that want to go see the lions. That much we know. It's not attracting people that want to go see the baboons and chimpanzees. People that are into that, they are going to another website and they're investigating other things. Okay? But people that are into this type of things, they hear this, they know exactly what the minister is saying. He doesn't have to, spell it out. Just think about what he's saying, right? He's already setting up the argument. Like, he's like, I know some people are going to say this is immoral. He knows for a fact people are going to say this. Why, if he thinks, this is good to go, why would he set up that argument already to kill that? Because he knows what he's advertising. He
Yeah,
knows this.
I agree with you, but we both agree. Let's just get this straight. We both agree it's not a law in their law book that S tourism is
Well,
allowed.
not
It's not written. Let's agree this. It's
well,
not
like
written.
I said, not every law, even here in the United
But let's
States.
agree it's not written. Just agree
Well,
it's not written.
they think about this for a minute.
No,
Why?
it's a
Why would
straight
I?
question.
Wait
Is
a
it written
minute. Wait a
somewhere?
minute. Wait a minute. Just look at even the minister, right? The minister didn't have to say, like, spell it out for people. You see what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
doesn't have
that's why
to.
I'm saying
He
I
didn't. Hold
agree
on.
with you,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
He
yeah, I
doesn't.
agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
he
I agree.
doesn't. What I'm
There,
saying, he doesn't.
you got me to say I agree. I agree with you, but it's not written anywhere.
They don't
Do you
have to.
agree?
They don't have to
Yeah, but
write it.
do you agree it's not
Not.
written anywhere
Wait a
as an
minute.
actual law?
Wait. Not every law is written. All the people need it, right? Because he is the tourism minister. I bet you all they gotta do, just like this newspaper, they wrote it there. You know, it's a sex. It's one of their tourist attraction. You know, covetous women. I mean, come on, I don't get that. You see,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
why.
yeah. So you know, like because already he's setting up the moral argument. He knows that is coming. He's setting up the moral argument so that he can defend himself.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you're
I'm
just
sure.
going
I'm
off
sure
of
this guy. I'm
African
sure.
jungle way of thinking, where you see something and then you say, "Ah, yeah, yeah, you must be doing
No, no,
this.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no.
law."
That's not the jungle way. This is an official. This is an official. You know, giving the green light here.
If it's official, where is it written?
Okay, we're going back and forth. Hold on, let me
Yeah, let's
bring
just.
in Josie Go.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Okay, bye. Hey, Josie, welcome to the show.
Yeah, greetings, Alfredamus. Greetings to everyone in the chat,
Hey,
everyone
greetings.
listening, so on. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, for me, I don't agree with sex tourism, but I have to be completely honest. Many men who travel around the world, even within Africa, go to different countries to have sex with women.
Right.
It's just a reality. So, like, even if for me as a South African, like a South African who's middle class might go to a neighboring country to experience the woman over there.
Right.
So sometimes it could be just buying them stuff. Sometimes literally paying for sex, like prostitution. Do I agree with it? No, but it happens. There are men who come from other African countries, like men from other African countries who come into South Africa to have sex with South African women. Do I agree with it? No, but it's something that happens. Some of them even pay prostitutes, so on and so forth. So even amongst us as Africans, we do these things.
Yes, the
Some
ones people
Africans
would travel from the West, right? When they travel from the West, like people from America, Europe, when they get there, I mean, you know, they are engaging in this with the local women. They even take some their girlfriends from them.
True, but we as Africans also do it. We
No,
do like it also
I'm talking about Africans.
Yeah, I agree. And I know some Africans who are wealthy, like wealthier than the average person anywhere in the world, who also go to other parts of the world, like South America, like even in Europe and the States, because that's how rich they are to have sex with women there. So it's a reality. You know, arguing back and forth about it, for me, it's not something I'm gonna do, but it's something that I've seen happen, and it's there. So for me, personally, I don't think O'Shea's lied about anything. I think part of if you listen to his O'Shea Juke Jackson show, if you watch his video, it's about women experiencing, even at a dating show on the Ken Ganda show, on the Ken Ganda channel. So it's about men who want to experience different women. Personally, would I do it? No, but as long as people are both old enough to make their own decisions, basically adults, there's nothing you can do or say. They're all adults, consenting adults.
Well,
So
that's
some
the thing.
women,
I don't know. I don't know what what they want me to say. I'm just saying, they want me to say, "Oh, she's fake," whatsoever. Just like you pointed out in his shows, he talks about this. Like he not you've heard him talk about it, right?
yep,
So he's um living up to what he talked about.
yeah, it's just guys going around the world. Everybody does it. It's unfortunate. Do I like it? No. But I'm not gonna blast them or attack him because I know even some South African men who do it. So look, it's immoral for me and many other people, but it is there. I mean, like, what I don't think we should act like it isn't there. We all know this happens, and we also need to take into consideration is that many of these women also search for these men. They're all looking for sugar
Uh,
daddies, and some of
you
them are
know
just
what?
straight up prostitutes.
I was waiting for somebody who will come, right? And point this out, because people are acting like, okay, this O'Shea is just going around, grabbing women who are
Grabbing
not
women.
willing,
No,
who are not willing participants, whatsoever. It's like, come on, people, we know better than
these women
that.
are willing participants. I
You
mean,
know, they
like
see
over
they
here.
see him, they see opportunity. They think, okay, the guy's from America, he's got some dollars, and they want those dollars, and from this video that we see, um do you think this woman is confused about what they are doing? And he's not even hiding it. He's telling her, I want to hook you up with guys in America. You can bring other chicks like you.
No, she knows exactly what's happening. It's what she does. I mean, we need to stop acting like we don't know what's going on. I agree with you on that because many women will tell you that that's what they're looking for. They're looking for rich men, and some of these women are just plain. They've just loose women themselves. They just chase men with money, like you said. They're gold digging women. Some women are just loose who also just want to have sex with men from other countries as well, and to also buy them stuff, so on and so forth. We
Right.
must just tell the whole truth. So
Sandals,
it's just two.
sandals, sandals, and weaves.
Yeah. So it's just two people who are basically fulfilling. Like, how do I put this? They both want something from each other, and they're getting it, and
Right.
that's just a fact. There's just no lies. There's no in between. That's just what this is. Nothing else. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, we got That's Nice. Welcome to the show. That's Nice.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I've been listening. So yeah. So one thing I must say that I understand that this is nothing new. You're right about that saying this has been happening.
Mhm.
Since nothing new here. That this has been going on for a while. That there's people who do come to Africa for sex. Gold is also right. You know, there's nothing new here. This been going on for a very long time. Yeah, I will never disagree with that. One thing I must say that and I've been watching oh shit since I was for 5 years. I really don't watch his Kinganda show that much, but I usually watch his other YouTube channel. So
Right.
he talks about a lot of things. Dealing with women problems. He promote women's in he talk about Ugandan women, But one thing I must say that is kind of different. You know, he usually on his YouTube he did promote women, but he never claim to go and have sex with them. He won't
Right.
claim to be with them. Relationship was.
Mhm.
So that's the part I'm kind of stuck on, right? So it's if you wanted to promote having sex, you could you could have said that, but you promoting to be in relationship with them. That's different than just having casual sex.
Right.
you know. So if you're not, then basically I feel like now you're being a hypocrite because if you just gone over there to have sex, then why are you telling all these other American men to come to Africa just to be in relationship with them, but you do not yourself not be in relationship with them? You see where I'm
Right.
coming from?
Right. Well, yeah. I don't know if he's in relationship there or not, because he might be, and he's not advertising it. Because some guys do that. But my whole point is because some people are saying, "Oh, how come you're not calling this out?" I'm like, okay, the guy talks about this, in his videos, previous videos, and to call him fake, it wouldn't make sense because the things he's talked about, he's doing, right?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing. But if he was promoting something else, and then like he's like, man, I'm against this, blah blah blah, and then this comes out, then I'll be like, man, that's you're being fake. Or I don't even have to say it. Other people would see it for themselves that come on, you're not about what you're talking about. But the man is walking what he talks about.
But
So
it's kind of different though. When you
right.
from on YouTube, you promote you being with you are telling people you come to Uganda, you find better looking women, you find women that can treat you good, who you can be in relationship with. That's kind of different than what he's doing though.
Right. Well, yeah. I it's kind of wild, but if you look at it, um, like Josie Gold, pointed out here, because I've seen some people, I feel like they are being hypocritical about it because I know, like just like exactly like O'Shea here. Do you know how I've heard Africans, even from my own country, who've said the same thing like him. They're not putting it on camera, but you should hear what these people talk about when they say they go on vacations.
Right.
Yeah, because they go there, they from America, they have that advantage, and nobody can say, they don't have that American privilege. Why do you think many of the people run to these countries? Because you have that privilege, you see. So
Right.
so
Yeah,
it's
no.
like,
I understand why a lot of people come to America because the law is not as strong as American law or other European country. Right.
right.
Yeah, I understand. Right. Right. I never necessarily agree it was right thing to do. I feel African countries should definitely have the law, put place to these people to stop coming to Africa to just have sex with women. Now I understand it's much easier to get with these women because they're much poorer than
Right.
most average, American women. So
Mhm.
I do understand. It's not like I don't understand what's going on. I mean, nothing new here. I do understand. Like my problem a lot with this, is I don't want it to become like
A thing.
a thing where
Right.
it's like in Brazil or Colombia, where
Mhm.
you have all these African American men going to Colombia and Brazil just a bunch of sex with women. Now they feel like, oh yeah, Africa, we should do the same thing to Africa. If you gonna do that, just stay in Brazil or Colombia if you want to do all that.
You see, Mr. Nice, you've touched on something that we should have been talking about instead of everybody being all emotional. So this is already happening, right? But
Right.
we are aware of people going to Colombia, Dominican Republic, and Brazil. But now the shift is to Africa. So shows like this, us having discussions instead of people going by emotion, this can bring sensitization to let people know, man, this is a thing. So beware. Don't make Africa the next Brazil or the next Colombia. But it doesn't matter what I say or you say or other people say. Just like Colombia, I'm pretty sure there are some Colombians who give the warnings about this. But those women, they want what they want and nobody can stop them.
Right.
Right?
Oh, yeah, that's one thing. I also want to touch on the promotion thing, but the government, right? To me, it's very hard to because a lot of times if I'm I've said that I'm Rwandan also, right? If you talk to Rwanda men or the people, they promote the women heavily, how beautiful they are, right? How sexy they are, but they're not talking about sex. That's one thing they're not talking. They'll promote the women, they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. If you ask average Rwanda what they think about the women, they'll tell you they're the most beautiful women in Africa, right? But there's not, it does not really talk about having sex with them though. So when I got to me, I feel like if just because someone put out an article or say, oh, women got nice body, to me, it doesn't always mean they're talking about having sex with their women. Because because I've seen Rwanda how they are with their women, how they promote the women. If you got any pages, I've had to do an Instagram page with Rwandans, they promote their women heavily, right?
Well,
but it never about sex at all.
Yeah, I get that. It is like if somebody, especially along those lines, right? When you're putting out those type of promotions and advertisement, especially, did you see the video, like what they were showing, the minister, the whole thing? Did you see it?
I got here a little bit late. I kind of missed
Okay.
that part.
Okay. Well, they are showing, like the curves and the curvaceous women of Uganda. So when people, for instance, they promote that, especially the minister, when they put that out, now you're opening Pandora's box because you're attracting a whole different, genre of people, and i.e. this would be men. It is not women and children coming to see this. It is men from other places, that are into that would come. Because to be honest, like Josie Go put it, most of these tourism people go to these places. That's what it's about. They go in there for sex, I mean, we see it. That's what they go in there for. So for him to, do that, that's like, like, hey, it's free range. It's like, here's the license, this is what you can do.
Right.
So that's
I
the
get it.
point. That's the
No,
point
I get it what you're
I'm
saying
trying.
right there. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. I do understand you can definitely promote what you if you even though you try, if even though you're trying to you want to promote what you think you're promoting, but it can come out off as that's what you're promoting, right?
Right.
But one thing about Rwanda is their law is very heavy on stuff you should not do in that country, right? Even though they'll tell the women that must be for women ever, but that law it doesn't change. The law is the law. So I can't understand where you're coming from right
Yeah.
there.
I can see, for instance, right? Like maybe, like, do you think like Rwanda, like you said, you guys promote women as beautiful, blah blah blah, but I I highly doubt like the like you guys, this tourism minister would parade like the women as the curves and all that. You
No.
see, so they're not gonna do that. Obviously. So when you put that out there, um, it's like people can get upset about it all they want, but you know what actually blows my mind? The people put more weight in what I'm saying versus the minister who has power in that country. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I'm just some guy, sitting in front of my microphone and talking about, the happenings, what I've seen and what's happening, out there. So they don't have to agree with what I'm saying. They don't have to be upset by what I'm saying. The minister, what he said, if there's anybody they should be upset with, he should be the one they should be upset with, because he's the one that's opening Pandora's box. And I'm sure that's not just his decision, like a one-man decision. It's not just from him. It has to take a bunch of people, tourism board, In fact, maybe some people just came up with it and say, hey, look, this is what would attract people. Maybe that's not what they are doing it for, but they certainly want to attract men to come. Because when you put this out there, common sense would tell you they want men to come and spend that money. You see? So I mean, if they have anything to say, they got to write to the minister of tourism up in Uganda.
Right. Let me ask
Yeah.
you a question. Do you know, like you said that it's not legal for this happening, right? Well, you said if some country the child, let's say child, marry a very young child, even though it's not legal, you think it should be allowed to happen?
If they do what?
Like, look at a few countries, some in Africa, other, in Pakistan, those kind of country, right? Marry very young, 12 years old. As even though we are morally, we understand that's completely wrong, right?
Right.
Do you think we should, just because it's not the law, we should lie it happened?
No. Again, I want to make it clear. See, people are basing this on my opinion as if I'm the one coming up with this. I'm not with it.
Right.
I'm totally against it. If you're asking me my personal opinion, but does that mean people, majority or a lot of people, all they are looking for is that green light? That's all they are looking for. Once you give them that green light, they are going for it. Yeah, you're right. In some places, they allow people to marry children as young as 11 years old or younger.
Right.
But like, I'm totally against that. That's crazy. But they are doing it because
Right.
they don't have strong laws that are against that. They allow it to happen. But you see, for example, the question you asked me, right? And we know that this happens in other
Yeah.
places.
Then that's why I say
So
Africa and
yeah,
other countries.
so okay, like that. Okay, if I'm speaking on it and I say, yeah, these people, they do allow this to happen. They promote it, is part of their law. They don't have to. It's not like written, but it's an acceptable part of who they are. That doesn't mean that I'm the one saying this. I'm just pointing out what they are doing over there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not me. Like, I'm not sitting here going like, oh yes, like, totally, this is just cool, blah blah blah. If I were a Ugandan, right, and I see that video of that promotion, I would say something about it.
Right.
Yeah,
What do you
I would totally go against it.
What do you think Uganda should do at this moment, at this point, to move forward?
Well, they should do something about their law, like this promotional video encouraging um, people to come in, to do what they do there right now.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they should. I mean, it's like, yeah, because you do realize most of these places, especially when it have to do with tourism, they are doing it because of the money.
Right.
Yeah, they are doing it because of the money. But for people to pretend like they don't know what is happening here, or like putting it all on O'Shea's shoulder, there's tons. Like, I mean, O'Shea is like a needle in a haystack in the realm of this. He's a tiny guy in this. You see, like if you go online, you read, you see the pictures. I mean, it's not only the women that are engaged in this. All white ladies are coming to Uganda, to get with the young men. And in most touristic areas, including even Gambia, you go around the tourist area, the beach, whatever, you will see that same kind of pictures. You would see, young guys there with these old ladies. You think, what do you think they're there for?
Sex. That's correct.
Yeah, that's what they're there for, and so for people to pretend like this minister, that's not what he's advertising, that just blows my mind. He knows what's happening. He knows exactly what he's pushing. I don't know if it's just his idea, because like some places, even in Africa, there are some cultures, they are more loose about sex than others. So I think some people, like are using their own moral standards and sensibilities on other cultures and other places. Because not everybody, just because we are all in Africa, doesn't mean all of our cultures are the same. We see things, the same,
Yeah.
in some places like people like that minister says that, ooh, that would be a problem,
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
that's
what?
all I came out to ask. That's all.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, I've seen few people that said I raised their blood pressure. Don't worry. Just drink some cold water and kick back, because you're making this about me, but this isn't about me. Again, I'm just here to lay the facts out. I'm just here to lay the facts out. Imagine how many people I have watched, same here on these YouTube streets, talking about, sex tourism in Gambia, saying things sometimes that's not true whatsoever. You don't see me talking about, oh my God, my blood is boiling. I mean, if anybody's blood is boiling, please, by all means, pick up the phone or get online, call the Ugandan Ministry of Tourism. Call them and tell them, hey, you are totally against this. Oh, you can advertise to the young women or young men in that country and tell them, hey, the Westerners that are coming, whether black, white, blue, or green, this is what they're there for. So you shouldn't go for it. Then I would believe that you're really sincere about your outrage. But I'm just one man, okay? And I haven't brought you anything today that is different from the usual show. So I don't know why people are acting new, as if, I just brought you guys, a completely different show. And for those of you that said, oh, I should be calling out O'Shea, I don't understand what you want me to call him out for. I've already told you, he talks about this. People want to change the words to fit their own argument. Hey, that's fine by me. You can do that. But I'm somebody who stands on, what the truth is. I know people don't want to see, what this minister, the tourism board, is advertising. People want to change it to something else. Hey, Uganda is looking to make that money from their women. Okay, they're calling them tourist attraction. What do you think they're advertising that for? Those curves? You think they're putting them out there so the tourists, the men, can come so they can read Bible to them? Come on, you're not that naive. Do you think they are just bringing them there to give them piggyback rides? That's not what is happening. We all know when you put that out there, you're going to be attracting men. They're taking advantage. They're taking advantage of their women's curves. Let's just call it what it is. Am I saying that the entire country is in support of it? Absolutely not. It's not that clear cut. It's never like that. So to focus, an entire industry on one individual, is complete madness. Let's point out the facts. Let's talk about what is real and what isn't. And for people to think my job is to come out here and say, oh, O'Shea is fake for this. What is he fake about? The guy talks about buying sandals and weaves. So he said he's a simp. Go watch his videos. You will see it. He says it this way. He said, I'm a simp. I buy sandals and all that. He talks about it. And let's not pretend like, like somebody wrote, oh, he's giving them hopes for the green card. You don't think those women when they already knew he was American, they've already made up their own plans in their heads. Do you think, if some Ugandan down the street, dusty guy with his flip-flops, these women are not talking to those people. They are not talking to those guys, but they see somebody from the West. They see Americans. That's what they go for. And whether you agree with it or not, it is for them to make that decision. So don't get mad at me. I'm not the one advertising it. I'm not the one going over there in Uganda, telling these women, hey, you should get with Americans. You should get with all these people. Nah, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just some guy over here in America sitting behind my microphone and analyzing what I'm seeing. So nothing new, just another Sunday, in the Pan-Africanist church. Plain and simple, nothing more, nothing less. I hope you people really, really had a great time in the show, because I sure did. I learned that there's tons and tons of emotional people in my chat today, but don't worry. Don't worry, I'll bring you I'll bring you another show that would probably make you excited, because I didn't know that people were so much into me calling out people. I didn't know this. This is really, really wild. But I hope you had an amazing time, because I sure did. And for those of you that are into politics, you saw the first part of the show talking about the Haitians getting deported right away within 48 hours. I pointed that out, the hypocrisy there. I mean, not that I support illegal immigration, but what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. So if the Latinos and the Afghans, can apply for asylum and be brought here for poverty reasons or whatsoever, hey, the Haitians are in poverty too. They need help. So that's all I'm saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's bringing us to the end of this beautiful and lovely show. And until next time, I shall see you again. Good night.